There we go. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so we are starting off session 14. Y'all made a very exciting impact for lucky number 13 session.
Crazy.
Crazy. That just so much happened. So much. It honestly was a true fever dream.
Fuck the police.
Yeah. We discovered the party believes in ACAB.
Damn the man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shocking information for all of us here.
You know what? Turns out the cab believes in a cab. I didn't realize that.
6 Mafia.
Zach has a new paramour.
What a way to meet a match by attacking them in an alley.
I mean, it's hot, you know. That's how it works for
the best way to do it.
Superheroes, right?
I don't know that's ever a way that anyone has ever met, but you know.
I feel like that's how it works.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You run from the law, you hug them, they fall in love with you.
Yeah.
The end.
It's just like
It's
that
hot.
Kylie Jenner
Those are the
Pepsi
times.
commercial. Like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hot. Don't fight it. That's how romance works.
Exactly. So yeah, that happened.
So how exactly does Strahd and Kess meet? No.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's fine.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
No, just kidding. Yeah, so right now we have not in jail. We have Zach, Baltimore, and Ether. That leaves
and
Ark.
Arena and Ark.
Well, yeah, but
Wait, no,
Ryu's
Ryu's in jail.
Ryu's in jail. No, Ryu is still. She's a DMPC. She's there. She's just.
That is true.
She's still existing. Still looking like Ophelia in the painting right now. But yeah, everybody else is in jail right now. So it has been about 7 hours since you were all arrested for malicious melancholy and disturbance of the peace at the Festival of Love.
A lot of time for activities.
Lots of times for activities. During that time, I kind of broke it down a little bit just for my also own sanity. You spent approximately about 3 hours in the stockade during that, just so y'all can also visualize. You were whisked away under a little bit of the cover of darkness to the jail, so that way the rest of the town couldn't see you. So you have been in like this jail cell for about 4 hours, and you know, kind of been shifting between having some nice conversations, Knox screaming that they're gonna shit themselves and the guard needs to come wipe them, all that fun stuff.
Real?
Yeah, no, it'd be like that. And can I get just some perception checks from those that are in jail right now?
Have I woken up yet?
Oh, and we lost one.
Dice.
Okay.
Oh no, these ones don't like me.
You want the round one.
Have I woken up? Have I woken up yet?
You're an elf. I feel like you could wake
4 hours. It's been 4 hours, so probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Thank God I rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
I would have not 22.
Nice.
Yeah, well, mine's a 19 with my negatives.
I got 10.
I got shit perception.
Nowhere to go but downhill from here.
11.
Matthew, you're frozen. Sorry, Matthew's having trouble.
I see this. Oh no.
Our internet's being issue. 1 second. I'm gonna tell him to do something real quick. I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah, that's kind of why I had to give up on doing video.
I feel that. There we go. Okay.
I got tired of freezing every single time.
I meant to mute myself.
I get that. All right. I'm just waiting to see.
Okay.
Oh, are we live?
We're live.
Oh,
We've been
I-
live this whole time.
Sorry about that. Our
God,
internet
I need
keeps
to
being
edit Kess's
fucking
list of
stupid.
allies and enemies because it's questionable. Honestly, it's more questionable than the actual list.
Did I make either side of the list?
Nope. It's currently it's got a backstory under question mark, and then it's got enemies X question mark. It's got some big question marks. I'm like, I need to edit this, but you know what? There's still a lot of question marks.
Okay, beautiful.
Matthew, what did you roll for your perception?
Yes.
I didn't even realize we needed to roll a perception, so hang on just a second. I've been dealing with internet. Alright, perception. That is a 12.
Ooh. Okay. All right. So let me just do. Okay. Yeah, they're all. So everybody can hear. The guards are starting to kind of very loudly talk. You've heard them like a little bit off and on throughout this time, just having some chatter. But you hear them kind of raising, not quite an alarm, but they're loudly talking and trying to get information. And you, those of you who rolled nat 20s, recognize the very familiar voice of Zach?
Question mark.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh God.
Can you please describe what does Zach look like in this moment?
Sure.
And we'll
Go
bounce
for
to,
it.
and then we'll bounce to who's with him.
Okay, so he is definitely dressed a little more professional than you guys have seen him. Like it's not the rock star mentality goth type of deal. Like he's definitely suit and tie. It looks like a thrift store type of suit, but it's still a suit. But he's got his hair actually pulled back and like, excuse me, sir. No. There's no reason why I cannot speak to my clients right this instant.
Oh God.
And two of the other people with Zach is Ether, who is also dressed up in a suit, giving out very snarky comments that I cannot even pretend to make up at this moment. Only books could do that. And Levi, do you want to describe what Baltimore is looking like right now? How is he doing?
I think Baltimore's in the exact same clothes that he's been wearing because he was already dressed pretty, like, he was wearing like a sweater vest.
Yes.
I guess minus his shirt, so whatever the new shirt is, and he has his hair is like kind of flared up, like where it's burning kind of white hot. You can tell he's very annoyed, and you can't tell if it's with Ether or with the rest of the situation going on.
Beautiful. Yeah, and so this is where we will start. So you see a few guards approaching you all, and they're just like, "What? We didn't have word that they had a lawyer. We were told that all of the lawyers were currently."
Everyone is supposed to have a lawyer. Every single person who ever walks inside of this jail cells.
That is correct, but we were given.
There is no but. We have to absolutely see. You might as well just let them walk out at this point. The way that you guys have absolutely fumbled this investigation.
Can you do a persuasion roll for me, please?
Sure.
Let's go.
Let's do this. That puts us at 18.
Okay. The guards kind of start like turning red, and they're like, "You know, you're right. We haven't been. This hasn't been the best use of us following like the judiciary process here, but unfortunately, we were told that all of the lawyers were completely drunk off their asses over at the inn, and we're told that
Do I look drunk to you? Who told you this? I need names, badge numbers, IDs, everything. We are going to take this right to the top.
Baltimore just has his face and his hands behind him.
I feel like Ether is also just like pushing the like snarky like adding into the like, yeah, we're gonna get your supervisors. Like, okay, all right. I know it's the middle of the night, but if you want, I know the plan was once the lawyer was here, they were wanting to have a talk. So is that all right with you? If you have to talk, because
do you have a private place for us to communicate, or are you just going to be over our soldiers, making sure that everyone's doing exactly? This is supposed to be privileged information, and you guys are just standing here like it's going to be okay.
They are so scared of you. They're like, no, we have a little conference room that we can use for this. We don't usually have like this happen.
Of course not. Of course, this isn't what usually happens. This has to be something special. That's circumstances. Oh yeah. Of course.
Okay. All right. We will work on this. We'll go get everybody so that they can be here, so we can.
And have they even set bail yet? Have we had that discussion, or are you guys just holding them indefinitely? Is that what's going on right now?
I need to see if they know what bail is.
I feel like they should know what bail is.
They do. Thankfully they're that smart.
Bribery.
They know what bail is, but now I gotta come up with a number.
Oh no need. He's absolutely going to try to get away.
They're just like, yeah. Bail has been set for. They're like trying to like rifling through their papers because they are so unorganized here. Like there's like very clearly like coffee ring stains already like on like the official documents for this. Like it's already been very clearly bungled.
I don't even understand why you guys are even setting bail. They are clearly innocent, taken for wrong causes. What is even the accusation that we have? This is ridiculous.
The accusation is for all we know is that it was for stealing.
That's all that you know. I'm sorry. Aren't you supposed to be the head?
No. This is like confidential information. All we were told was that this is for stealing. Anything else has to go through the
and did you find anything on their persons?
We found a lot of weird things, actually.
But nothing that was stolen. So the point is, this is false accusations. It makes no sense why they're even here. You're just stealing their stuff, wrongfully accusing. How do you even still work here?
I just had my yearly review. I was told I did a good job.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that's clear that I did do that yearly review. I would have a few words to add to that.
They very slowly try to hide please leave a comment and review like suggestion box that's like they're trying to hide it and block it from you. But we still have to talk to them because they are our number one person of interest with this case. What that is about, I don't really know. But if you will just be willing to wait for the burgomaster to get here so he can talk to you about it.
So you're saying that you have not told them what their actual accusation is because it's confidential, and as their lawyer, I'm a person that isn't going to be shared with exactly what's going on, and we have to sit and wait for whatever undetermined amount of time until the burgomaster gets.
Yeah, I don't. If I knew, I would tell you. I don't. I don't know. It's above my pay grade. I don't know.
And how much is that? Actually, no, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
So do you do you want us to move you all to like the conference room so you can get ready to talk to the burgomaster?
So can I pause a second for the above tape?
Yes.
So at this moment,
Yes.
Zach is absolutely trying to map the path that they've been rolling through to get where they're at.
Oh God.
From the conference room, is there even a exit? Like jail people go one way.
Let me do an odds or evens roll real quick for that.
Sure.
You just gonna draw the dungeon out? Oh.
Odds is
Give me their stuff. I want my spellbook.
odds is no, evens is yes, and that was a 3. So no, you can see that it's kind of I can't think of the word for it. It's very much that there's a hallway, there's some rooms jutting off to the side, and clearly the jail cells are at the end of the hallway. Like it's you go one way in, one way out.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at the very least, let can we see our clients? Have you guys actually taken care of them? Have they gotten food, clothing? Do they have their things? Did you strip them? Where is their things? What is going on here?
They pull out like a little like crate. Like here's all their belongings. We were just told like because like there's like swords like sticking out and like daggers and shit. And like knock stilts, and they're just like
He immediately picks it up and starts like looking as though he's intentionally trying to rifle through it. So did they? And we got to get this inventoried and.
Like everything's there. We have a list of it. Some of the things we don't really know what it is, so it's just like unknown item. Like,
he takes the box, hands it to Baltimore, and then turns back around as though.
But
to our clients, where we headed? Where's the?
So your clients are down the hall, and then
Cool.
if you are okay with if it's copacetic for us to get the burgomaster, so we can have this interrogation discussion happen.
Interrogation, yeah.
Then we can move this on quickly, and hopefully you can let them out or figure out what's going on.
More than 5 minutes, we're going to be in a world of issues.
I cannot tell you how fast the burgomaster will walk.
Then you should probably get to moving. And he starts walking towards the door.
Like, oh shit. Perfect. Yeah. So you make your way down the hallway where you see your fellow compatriots behind bars.
Hiya, guys. Rough day?
Zach, I could hug you. I'm not going to hug you, but I could hug.
I think the bars will be a problem, but we're working on taking care of at least a little bit of that.
Do I even want to know how you have managed to? And he just like Victor just stops in the middle of that question. He's like, "Nope, I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just going to be happy to see you."
Is just gonna look at Victor and be like, "He's our lawyer, clearly, our barrister, right?"
Yes, obviously, clearly.
I mean, this is what I do. This is you might not want to throw my name around though, so just
You brought enough money for the appropriate bribes, right?
Well, we may be speaking to the burgomaster in 5 minutes.
Okay. Fuck. Okay.
Are we going to get these off of us soon?
That I can look into. And he kind of looks around the room to see where the closest like guards are.
As like you look back around, you see like all the guards are like freaking out, running around. Like it's very much like a Benny Hill moment. And they're kind of doing like a rock paper scissors because they don't want to be the one that has to go like wake up the burgomaster and like bother him. So they're all.
So he's going to start shouting not to anyone, but just in the general vicinity of. Excuse me. So since when do we have to lock all of our clients? We haven't gotten to the point that they're actually in prison. They have not officially been locked up. So why are they in shackles? And why are we talking to bars? What is going on here? Where are keys? Where are things? Who's in charge of this?
They like stop like mid like rock paper scissors. They're like, Well, technically, if you want to be
Well,
technical
what?
about it,
Huh?
like the burgomaster is the one that's like in charge here because like he's also kind of in charge of the guards.
Who has keys?
Oh, that's easy. But we can't remove those yet until we know that they're free and clear. For our safety and their safety.
Their safety? Do they look like they are safe right now? They're just sitting ducks in a cell with who knows what next to who. And these points to a random cell. Who is this even? Is this a convicted felon right next to these guys?
uh,
Can I attempt to assist looking as innocent as possible in my ball gown?
sure.
I don't know what I roll to assist in ball gown, but I am definitely not dressed for jail.
I feel like that would just be giving like the help action for him, so you could
Yeah,
so you can get advantage on like a persuasion roll.
I'm giving you advantage, Zach.
Cool. Because I'm totally not wearing a t-shirt that gives me advantage too. Oh,
Based.
Hey.
Double advantage.
Look,
that's
if
how
my
that math works.
practical clothing can be helpful for something.
you look great.
Insane. They're like, all right, they're like, we found the keys. And like one of the like smaller guards kind of like is like nervously like heading towards y'all. Like, so like I said, we have to keep these on the wrists just so that way we don't do any weird magic stuff and like try to escape. Okay. But we can get you out of here and into this room where there's an actual private bathroom.
Can we at
Victor
least
just kind
start
of
with
looks
that?
at everyone in
Quickly, please.
the
Quickly,
cell and
please.
he's like, "Can we all play nice, please?"
I've been
Shouldn't
playing nice
have to
this
play
whole
nice.
time.
And what is that pile of... Come on.
Doc just does a thumbs up.
All right. With that, the guard opens up the jail cell, and the other ones are kind of trying to like block the hallway so you all can just kind of file into the like conference room. And, like it's very clearly like more used like for like the employee like evaluations and like birthday
We're meeting in the fucking
celebrations.
break room.
Basically, yeah. Like this is very clear. Like they are never really had to have to do like an interrogation space or anything like this. So like they're just kind of winging it right now. Because usually nothing's escalated this far. But it's comfy. Like all the chairs are really nice. Like very clearly, this is what the taxpayer dollars are going for. But yeah, there's a very nice bathroom too, off the edge if you'd like to. And they're like, we've let the burgomaster know, and so hopefully he should be here in just a few minutes. Again, we cannot guarantee that he will walk here within 5 minutes, but he will be here as fast as his legs can get him here.
Probably should have been here. What? They've already been here for 5, 6. How many hours has it been already?
A few.
And you all are just now taking care of this business. It's crazy.
I'm just following
Honestly,
orders.
could be worse.
Doing my best to Karen lawyer.
Your hair just slowly gets the Karen cut.
It turned into the bug.
Yeah, so you all are in this nice little room. This is the first time you've actually like they closed the door, so it is just you all in there. There aren't any guards in the room with you, but you know that there's some just kind of milling outside right now.
This may be our only couple minutes of privacy. This is about as far as my plan went. So
Okay.
Well, get us out of this.
I mean, at this point, as long as we don't try to attack this guy or start yelling at him or start causing problems, we might be able to talk our way out of this.
Well, it depends on what he's accusing us of, doesn't it?
Also true. Can I look at one of you guys' wrist restraints?
I'm gonna put
So
mine
you
out.
hold his
and
hands
then
out
you
to
look
him.
at it.
So he definitely does not have like full-fledged like keys or anything, but he's like, okay, do we have anything that could break this?
If you could get
Does nobody have any pins in their hair?
Not the.
I
Not
actually
the
might. I
I-
might have some. I might have
I
a
don't
butterfly
have.
clip in there.
I've got
Is all my stuff in
pearls,
the
and I've
room?
got a necklace, but I don't think I have any bobby pins. My hair
Did
is
they really give
shit.
Zach our stuff?
Yeah, and Zach gave it to Baltimore, so Baltimore.
Yeah.
I'll get
carried it through.
lockpicks.
Oh
Oh.
God.
Want to get to work?
I'm not sure about this plan. I feel like this is not the way that we need to get out of this.
Well, I'm just seeing if it's possible. That's it.
Yeah,
If
but
you
if
want to
we
stay in those, that's fine.
if we try and then we get caught, it's gonna put us in a worse situation.
Well, I mean, the burgomaster's not gonna be here anytime soon. Homie's probably like taking a nap or some shit. I don't know what the fuck mayors do.
Well, they just went to go get him up.
Yeah.
I may have rushed him a little
So
bit.
let's not try and escape before we. Let's try and talk our way out of it first, and then do
Yes.
shenanigans second.
Alright.
If you have one more person with their wrists free, it's a lot easier if the switch has to happen.
We
You
can
gotta
still
just
pretend that it's still on us.
great.
But they're just gonna notice that our hands are like free.
Don't
We
put
could
your hands up.
pretend that we still have it
them-
on.
Keep them, yeah.
God.
I think I'm good at that.
It's make believe. It's the arts.
Okay, so
But at any
yeah,
rate,
let's not
he's
do
going
that.
to walk to the door just to kind of keep an eye out. Either way, y'all figure it out because I don't think we have much time. And he's kind of like peeking out the door waiting.
I've been clinking this shit for like 3 hours. I feel like I worn it down a little bit.
Oh God.
Victor's just finding a spot to sit with his arms up and like his hands clasped on the table, and he's just shaking his head and just waiting quietly at this point.
But I
No,
don't care
we're not
either
gonna
way.
try and break out. We're gonna break out second. Let's actually talk to him first, because if we get caught trying to get out, then we're all stuck, and then you guys don't have somebody on the outside anymore.
That
Has any of you seen?
I may have at least one person on the outside. That's a whole nother story for another time.
Damn.
Can we at least figure out what we've done? Because clearly it freaked someone out.
They
I would
accu-
like to know what happened.
One of the accusations was
That
of
could
something
be a
being
problem.
stolen.
We stole something?
Stolen.
We stole something while we were getting carried out and not there.
Okay. What got stolen?
That wasn't something that they listed. They just said, it was theft and I went, theft. Of what?
Okay.
Well, I didn't steal nothing.
Well, theft is better than murder.
I'm sorry, what? Why would they think you were... Did I miss something?
No. I was concerned, okay? There are lots of things that could have gone wrong.
Yes, and
well,
let's
but
stop
it was
throwing around
very
that word right
unclear
now.
what those
I
are.
feel like this is private.
We're just talking about murder again.
I
Oh
have no
God.
idea what's happening, and I would like to have an idea what's happening before we try and start anything.
Why don't we? I mean, the burgomaster's literally coming to talk to us about what the problem is, isn't he?
Yes.
Interrogate / accuse, not necessarily planning to have a conversation. Just kind of forced into this position.
well, let's use it to our advantage in some way.
Allegedly, you guys weren't going to have lawyers for quite some time. For some strange reason. I think he said something like they were drunk or something like that. Every lawyer drunk.
Well,
Crazy.
there was like the festival. You think they were partying at the festival? Yeah, they
All
were,
of them.
right? Didn't they say that they were at the end
Everyone.
partying at the festival? That they were
I
at.
feel
They
like
were
there's
at
always
his
one
place?
sober friend.
Damn, we could have been there. We could have been getting lit.
Well, sorry for that. Next time.
Look, I'd rather be in jail than get lit at this moment. Cause
How's Murray looking?
Murray's just kind of like because sitting like at the end of like the table, and just like it's one of those like swivel chairs, so he's just kind of nervous, disassociating, like twirling in the chair right now, just waiting to see what happens.
Is the chair squeaking?
I love the submersion. Let's find out. No, it is not. It is good. It is gliding so smoothly. All of the
Excellent.
chairs glide really, really
wow, shit. I'm gonna
All
get
of
in on.
them.
I'm gonna get in on this chair. Shit.
Can
The
any of you
orthopedic chair or
figure?
what?
Can any of you figure out how to break the enchantment that's on the cuffs? Like leave them in place, but maybe get that turned off. Because that would be great. Just
Oh, so we
Does
could.
So do
anybody
you
have
want
a
to break them or
smell?
not break them? Because I'm confused right now.
They
I'm
want to be able
fine
to do
having
magic, I
them
think, right?
on, but it
It's
would be
the
it would be nice to be a little less useless in case something were to go wrong.
Can I above table? Could I
Yes.
like use my like heat to like weaken those like the chain between them? Like applying heat to the metal in the center so that they'd be easy to break.
Are you asking this for Ryu or for Baltimore?
Baltimore.
Okay. Uh, I want you. Can you do like a investigation check for me first, so you can see what you can glean, like looking at it, because you've worked with like.
Oh, can I do it kind of advantage since this is what I like spent my life doing? Because I got a bad roll.
Sure.
Yes. Okay. Ooh, it worked. 22.
Okay. So with the 22, you can tell that because like there's like the bracers and then the little chain in between the two. You can tell that if you break like that little chain, it's not going to impact the anti-magic aspect of it. So you can break it so your hands can be free, but you're still not going to be able to do magic. That part seems to be a little bit higher than. That's going to take.
Well, that's what I was mainly looking at. Just if I could get them to just separate their hands.
Yeah, you can get separate their hands. It's gonna, if to do it though, is gonna take. Well, you have all your weapons on you, so it's just gonna take a lot of loud noises, and like just having to do some brute strength on it.
Okay.
I'm not concerned about my hands. I'm more concerned about my magic.
Does anybody have Dispel Magic that doesn't have the cuffs on? That's the question I
No.
have.
I don't think so.
Ether?
No, I don't.
I don't know if Ether's.
I'm pretty sure Ether doesn't.
It would be
I don't
too
think
high
Ether
level
does.
for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be beyond our capabilities right now.
Mm-hmm. So are you gonna try and break the chain, or are you?
Well, I guess I could relay the information that you gave me to everyone else and offer that. Like I can weaken the
Victor
chain.
just shakes his head. He's like, "No, let's not do that."
That's what I thought, but everybody seemed to not agree with me.
No, I wasn't asking you to break the chain.
It's
I
more for the
told you I
magic
would
part of
rather
it.
have my magic than the chain broken. I don't care about the cuffs. I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. This is fucking stressful. God.
So we're
Thank
just
you.
gonna wait till the guy comes and then we talk to him, right?
That's what I was saying we should do.
Alright.
Yes, please, let's do exactly that and nothing else.
Alright. Nock just leans back on one of the swivelly chairs and just starts dissociating. Yeah. Do I roll for minus squeak or no? Is mine squeaky? Or are
do
they
it-
all nice?
They're all nice. I said that they were all smooth.
Oh,
They all
Alright.
rolled. I mean, if you want to try and actively make it squeak to annoy the
Oh
rest of your
no,
party
no,
mates.
nah. Nock's still not trying to be loud.
Mori is standing in the corridor, just the door is there. She's like over here,
Mm-hmm.
standing with her arms crossed, just watching the door. She's not happy.
Or you looks unbothered.
I'm assuming sitting right next to Nock.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Excellent. What's the rest of everybody doing? How were you positioning yourselves?
Victor's kind of just sitting there close to Maury, and he's just waiting and just hoping that no one does anything really ridiculously crazy unless things get like really, really bad.
Yeah, Kessa's near Maury and Murray and is just stressed. Yeah, they're just so stressed.
All right. Let me see how long it takes. Okay, not bad. So it's not the 5 minutes that Zach wanted, but after 9 minutes or so, you all hear some talking outside the doors, some footsteps, and then you hear kind of a little knock just to prepare you that someone's going to enter. Because also they're not thinking through the fact that you could use that to like jump them.
Zach will definitely take a step back away from the door from where he was perched.
Excellent. One of the guards opens the doors, and you see walk in a very still very put together but very sleepy looking burgomaster, and then a few steps behind him. God, I can't talk tonight. Behind him, you see a very grumpy looking Fiona Watcher. Like very clearly, like she had gone to bed. Like her makeup is off. Like just pissed that she got drug out of bed to be here. And they both walk in. Let me see if the burgomaster is actually smart and realizes who Zach is. I don't think he is, though. No, that was a 7 on his history, so he doesn't. He's like, oh, so you're the lawyer. I don't
And we
recognize
have been
you.
waiting for so long.
Are you a
All right.
Barovian lawyer? Is that because
I'm sorry. I thought that we were supposed to be talking about the interrogation.
Oh my!
Or did you just want to get buddy right now? Or
my
if you want to be
apologies.
friends, it's
Right. We are here for you all. He kind of points at everybody. So we
Victor
have.
just kind of does this number while his hands are bound. He just kind of like waves.
Amazing. Just like, yeah, so would like to have a conversation with you all. However, just because I know some of you, and he very pointedly like is looking at Murray, I've made sure to get a little extra assistance with this. Can everybody please do a Christmas save for me?
Stuff it.
Oh God. Is this a charm effect?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
Oh.
That is
You got a
a
nat 20 plus 1.
that is a
Nat 20.
18 minus 1 for 17.
Nat 20 plus 5. Boy.
Where are my dice?
Wow. I got a 4.
Give
Okay.
me a
26
second.
for the Riz Lord.
Okay, so
Mm-mm.
hang on.
Okay.
So Benzo. Okay, I need to know who failed.
Okay.
And then who
Give me a second. I need
passed.
to find my dice.
Okay, so
Mm.
Benzo failed. Victor, if it meets, it beats. So
God, that's cock.
Yes.
Fuck. Okay.
that's not useful.
Charisma?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice. Damn. That's 19 on the die. Am I That's a 24.
Damn. Okay.
I'm charismatic. I'm a sorcerer, y'all.
God. All right. Who? I need. What were everyone else's scores? So I heard them, but I didn't see hear who.
God.
Okay.
Nat 20 plus 4.
Fuck. Thank God.
Damn. Okay.
Doreen,
26.
you are in my spot. You need to move, cat.
I love this. My plan did not work at all. Okay. Ryu and Baltimore, what did
Yes,
you
zone of truth.
roll for them?
You had a nat 20 plus 1, and then Baltimore had a 14.
Okay, so Baltimore failed, and Ryu passed. God, Ryu, this is gonna be great.
My cat has decided she's playing D&D instead of me.
Aww.
It's so rude.
It's
Me?
like
Tori's like, it's me.
What did Zach roll?
11.
Ark
Not-
is still watching Arena though. Ark
From
is not there.
Yeah, from the window. God,
Yeah,
not your. Well, you're failing this. That's great. I love this.
It is what it is.
I got pull up.
Yeah, I love it.
Sheet.
God.
That's not where that lives.
Bad rolls guaranteed to come at some point.
It makes for a spicier time. That's all that it means. Oh, he's not good at that. Oh wait, no, that's actually his charisma.
Okay, at least Cass has a positive charisma. And they are good at diplomacy if they don't feel like being an asshole.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Okay, so this is, and he passed. Okay, so this is such a spicy mashup here. So we have Benzo, Baltimore, Zach, and Murray all have to tell the truth because you are in the zone of truth now.
That's what I thought.
No problem.
Yep.
Well, isn't that like you don't have to tell the truth? You just can't lie.
You can't lie.
Correct.
But it's the
Yeah. So.
You can be really creative with how you answer things.
I'm always creative with how I answer things.
Yes.
Which is actually how Cass talks 99% of the time, so it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah. And you can tell Fiona is sharing the information with the burgomaster of who passed that and who did not. So he is aware. And he's just like,
this is fun because Maury tends to tell the truth anyway, so this is going to be great.
This is a very interesting.
Even though she passed, but.
how it fell is very interesting. It's the burgomaster's just like, okay, so do you want to tell me why you all did this? Why, after accepting my hospitality, you all decided to make a big show as a distraction?
Excuse me, sir. I'd like to take a pause to make sure that we start on the grounds of what your full accusation would be.
You haven't told us what we're accused of at any point.
I assume that you know, but you are correct. I do need to share that information.
Charges is usually where you start, unless you're just assuming that we know.
I assume you know because you did it. But the
We
charges
were
are
locked up in the stocks the whole time, so it would be a little difficult for us to have done anything.
as follows: is and he starts like kind of listing it off for like off from memory. Malicious, spreading malicious unhappiness, disrupting the festivities within St. Andrew's Church, threatening harm against officials and guards, and then it's goes to and then stealing the holy relic, the bones of St. Andrew's.
Wait, that's what happened?
No,
I'm
it's not
sorry.
what happened.
Those
He-
four things have very
What?
far-reaching differences.
How could we steal it if we got carried away from the place where it was?
That's why you're
We don't even know
here.
where the bones were.
So-
How would we be able to steal anything?
How were we able to steal it if y'all carried us away and kept us from doing magic?
They're like, well, we know that you have outside help. We know that we have your familiar still trying to keep tabs on things. So we assume that this is a larger operation than that.
Also, you're just
So-
assuming once again.
Okay.
Because right
So-
now, none of us have stolen anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody?
So
None
Zach
of us
starts
in
to
here
say
have stolen
something.
nothing.
So, sir, I'm sorry, but everyone in this room has no idea about this line of accusation.
Yep.
And even of the first few, those first few are simply frivolous things. That sounds like personal opinion and hearsay.
I mean, there's no denying that a couple members of our party got a little emotional during the memorial service for the saint. That
Memorial
is,
service.
yeah, that is very unfortunate, and I apologize for the poor timing of that. But as far as the theft of some sort of holy relic, that is not something any of us are familiar with, and given the fact that, and he motions to Murray, Murray was particularly close to this individual, it is not far-fetched to suggest that we might be willing to help you recover that artifact in order to prove our innocence, because we don't have any reason to steal
Victor,
a corpse.
it's not that. It's not the bones of Saint Elric that are missing.
Oh.
It's the bones of Saint Andrew.
Andrel.
Completely different artifact. Sorry.
Completely different artifact.
Yeah,
I was,
sorry. I'm like
That
wrong
still
again.
works. I
Sorry.
fully can see that just being in canon with that, honestly.
I feel like Cass
Yeah.
would also specify. No.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Okay, so
But I have no
I'm
reason for we
mistaken
wouldn't want the
because
bones of Saint Andrew either.
yeah, that's
Why would we?
Also, like, the bones are just there. Like, anybody could take them. Not just us. Just because we said something doesn't mean it's us.
Ryu's nodding really energetically and like pointing at you.
Above table. When
Because
we
I
were
don't
at the
care about
torch
no
and we
old
could
man bone.
see-
Hang on,
Sorry.
and we could see the the different things in the torch.
Yes.
Were the bones visible?
Yes, they were. They're inset in the floor in a with glass above it in a like resting on velvet, and there was
So
another.
we could see it.
Yeah, there was another empty one where Elric's shield was going to rest.
All right. So I remember the bones being there, and we all got a bit emotional and then escorted out. We have no idea what happened after we left because
And my
this is who we
familiar
are.
is not big enough to steal bones from a
And
church.
your
You
familiar
would
was
notice
not
an
even there.
owl. No, my familiar has not left the vicinity of where he has been. He is still keeping an eye on our companion, even though you have tried to arrest him.
So yeah, we don't know what you're talking about with these bones. All I know is they were there on the floor because everybody could see them, and we got taken. So, and there were some fireworks because everybody, including people on the stocks, could see them. So, this is very confusing.
You understand why I'm confused as well, right? Like the burgermaster says, he's like you are the only ones who created this whole rigmarole, created all these massive distractions. You got guards to leave, and then during the ceremony, it just as the fireworks go off, it becomes pitch black, see nothing, and next thing we know, the bones are missing.
So am I to understand that your only evidence is simply association and timing?
Yes.
We had nothing to do with the fireworks
Oh.
show. As said, we
Wait.
were in the stocks. How would we have had any involvement with
That is not
that?
enough
We
evidence to
couldn't
hold.
have.
Nope.
We
So,
couldn't
like-
have
You said it
cast
went
any magic
dark?
at that time.
You said it went dark.
Yeah, it went dark.
And you couldn't see anything.
No.
Like, was this a magical darkness?
I don't think this guy would know.
Like, yeah, you.
Sorry. I mean, no, I'm not
Lights
sorry.
were- if the lights were on, if there were torches lit and so forth, at one moment, and then everything. What happened? Describe it.
It
What is
was
this darkness like?
so he starts Bergman's like, okay, so after you all were escorted out for your very rude interruption, I will say, we then
Opinion.
That's besides the point.
I stand by it. After that disruption occurred, we then continued on with the ceremony. The other people talked, and then it was where we were going to have Father Lucian perform the rites and help place the shield in its final resting place, which would be in a case next to St. Andrew's bones. As we had it all perfectly timed out, so that as soon as it was resting on the velvet, all the fireworks would go off. It was going to be an amazing, spectacular show. Everyone would know all would be well. It was going to be great, amazing. However, as soon as the fireworks went off, it just became pitch black. Couldn't see anything. Could you see the fireworks?
Excuse me. So
Yeah,
you're
we saw
saying
the
those
fireworks
fireworks, which is a large distraction other than my those in this room. So isn't
We
there
heard the explosion.
another person being
Did we
investigated here?
Did we see the fireworks?
You all
We
saw the
heard them.
fireworks. You all
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, we saw the fireworks.
Yeah, you were all able to see them from the stocks.
It was actually rather impressive.
Thank you. I knew it was going to be just a perfect ending for the Festival of Love.
Okay.
So aside from when everything went black and the obvious noise of this fireworks, and did you hear anything other than fireworks in the pitch blackness?
Oh shit, that's an Bubba rolled a nat one on his history.
What a buddy.
What a great
What a bud. What a pal.
political leader.
What a
No,
leader.
that's all I remember. I was just so focused on the fireworks and this all just working off perfectly, and the exciting cheers that would ring out throughout the church. and that was not what happened.
Well, let me put it this way. Let's just say that distraction didn't even happen. Let's just say that, okay? Let's just say that we won't even hear what is the name of it because we'd rather not be. But let's just say that then we won't, and let's say that everything had proceeded as you had planned, and then you open the case and you put the shield down and you want the fireworks go off. Even without us there, this entire thing still could happen. With the darkness, like you didn't need us to do it. So somebody else who's likely been here a lot longer than us did this. They didn't even need us to do anything because their entire plan went off without a hitch. So no, we didn't have anything to do with it.
That's
Wait. So he's just keeping us in here so he could like have a little brainstorm about what happened when you could be spending your time out there looking for the whoever actually it is. If we're gonna
Well,
if we're gonna try to figure out what happened with you, can you at least get us off of these damn cuffs? Like for real, out of him?
Burgomaster, I apologize. You have been an extremely gracious host in the time that we've been here, and a lot of us have been less than stellar guests. Some of us are not from here. Some of us don't understand the etiquette that is required for a situation like this, and some of us, our emotions got the better of us. And for that, I apologize on behalf of my party. If you would be willing to release us as a show of gratitude and a show of goodwill, we would be very happy to help you locate and retrieve the bones of St. Angel.
Do a persuasion roll.
Okay. That is a 16.
Let me pull up his sheet.
Might be enough.
Oh my god, he's rolling ass.
Yeah, let's go.
Literally, it was you can't see it. It's a nat one again. God,
I love it.
he's just garbage. He you could see him like stop for a moment and is thinking this through. It's to the he's thinking so hard, his two brain cells are working in overtime. You can almost smell smoke coming off of him as he's trying to think. After a moment, he's just like, okay, that makes sense. If you were the person who had stolen it, you wouldn't be offering to help find it. This makes sense.
Also, why would a part of our master plan be get ourselves all arrested?
Because it's clever.
No,
Is it?
Gives
it
you
is
an
not
alibi.
clever.
It's not clever.
He's like, oh,
Don't you think we would have
I feel like we would be more
have
clever if we actually did try, but we just got here.
Baltimore goes like, let's not argue with him right now. We're
Yeah.
thinking about getting out.
Victor motions to the rest of the party while his hands are still cuffed. Like I said, they don't understand the etiquette. They don't understand the rules. I apologize.
I am sick of you talking for me at this point.
Victor just kind of glances at her and he's like, I'm trying to get us out of the situation that you put us in.
I can talk for myself. I was overwrought. I apologize. I saw the saint die, and it was too much in that moment. But I can speak for myself. and I can take accountability for my own actions. And I should have handled myself better. And that is why I did not resist arrest in the moment. And if we had all handled ourselves with more decorum, things may have been different as well.
And Victor just kind of looks at the burgomaster.
He's just
He's
like,
like,
the burgomaster's like, now he's like, thank you. I appreciate these apologies. I think having this time has let you think about your actions and that you will not be causing such disruptions once more. Correct? He kind of looks at everybody.
correct.
With this, I do think you are potentially the, I don't know if I want to say best, but you are truly the only option in trying to find this, as I do not want word about what has gone missing to leave this room. All right?
I can
I
easily
can.
help locate them if you'll take these cuffs off so that I can use my magic again.
We will be doing that in just a moment. But I just want to make sure it is clear, especially for those, as you said, he kind of points at Victor, who are not from here, understands the importance of these bones and what this means to this city. All right. Um, these bones have been here for, honestly, how long? I'm not very sure, but a very, very, very long time. And every year there is a festival that is done that helps to, where a ceremony is performed that reconsecrates the ground, so that way it ensures that the COUNT cannot enter the premises.
Uh, I can understand now why you're so concerned.
Yeah, this is on top of that, that festival is in 3 days. Well, actually, he kind of like looks at his watch. It's, well, more like 2.5 days at this point, since it's what, like midnight.
Hmm.
If they're not back there by sunset for Father Lucian to perform the ceremony, I don't want to make it known what could happen. I don't want anyone to know that the bones aren't there.
All would suddenly not be well.
I'm confused. Why? The bones are necessary part for this ritual spell to go off, because that's not normally how that works.
Yes.
I mean, it's
No,
been
I'm
there
asking
for.
a question.
Yes, that's
It might
it.
be different from where I'm from.
Yes, it's with those bones. St. Andrews was the one who was able to kind of help protect this village and keep them safe when the COUNT started to come to power and made sure that everybody here was safe, and we did not have to worry about him or any associates or any not good things coming and entering here. So we really need those bones back.
I mean, we could probably get the bones back to you, but still, that spell should be able to be triggered, even if the bones themselves aren't present.
That may not be the case. Sometimes you do need specific items to cast spells.
I feel like if it's been a thing that they've been doing for thousands, whatever of years, I think that maybe
Thousands.
there's something to these bones that we don't
Yeah, it wouldn't be
know
thousands.
about.
It would be
I don't
maybe
Be at least
200 at
200.
best. Yeah, it
hundreds.
couldn't
I
be
don't
more
know.
than 200. I mean,
Be
It can't.
500.
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, it's only been
Oh,
200 years. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Doc just steps
I
back
mean,
again and starts swiveling. Why no?
I think we know. We were there, kind of. Well, not
Yes,
really, but
exactly. So,
I don't know where you have and have not been. Did you know
oh,
that guy?
it's
Did the
alright.
bones of that guy?
I don't think so. Did you?
Did I? No, I didn't know him. So
I
apparently
don't
he must
think
have
I
read
knew
my
him.
stuff.
Anyways, I feel
Okay.
like if
Anyway,
we don't get this guy's bones right, these people are not gonna everyone's gonna be in danger in here in the city.
yeah,
Like full stop. We gotta find those bones.
yes, without the bones, everyone will be in danger in the city. Um,
I mean, I feel like everybody else that has nothing to do with whatever the fuck still deserve to be safe.
mhm. Mhm.
I'm just looking at Cass.
Yeah,
So, are you going to take these off so we can get on with this, or what?
Are you all still agreed to help with this venture?
Yes.
Knowing, okay,
Yes.
yeah.
all right, perfect.
Um,
And he's like, we are going to move you out of this small enclosed space because I just don't feel comfortable
Um,
unleashing you all here. And then
Reasonable.
I will say that our group should be enough to take care of it. Um,
uh, I mean, if we could get
I think
reinforcements,
we should be able to take on the debt for Murray. You shouldn't have to help us if you don't want to.
um, Murray's been very quiet this whole time. Let's see what his. Yeah, it's he's just very
Because
kind of
Kess feels super fucking guilty about getting
stoic.
him into this shit.
And he's like, finally, he just kind of is like, okay, first, I ain't fucking sorry for what I said. I fully stand by that. This is what you all did was fucking bullshit. However, the fact that you're not telling everybody about what the fuck happened, that these bones are fucking missing, that's fucking messed up. The only reason I will help you, and he's like looking at the burgermaster, is because these people gave a shit about people they don't even know, about Elric. And so, because of that, I will help them and make sure that we cover your sorry ass. Now, let me get my fucking smokes. And that's all he goes back to just Angie twirling. Burgermaster's is like, all right, great. I am so glad we could come to this resolution. Um, thank you all again so much for this help. If there's any help you need, please do not hesitate to ask. Um, but as soon as we leave, we will let you all out of your bonds and you will be free to start your investigation. I do hope you all know what you are doing.
We know a lot more than you do right now.
She's totally right, guys. And Rio laughs.
He's just like, all right, excellent. Again, thank you so much. With your help, we will make sure that all will still be well here in Valaki. He just does a little awkward, like huzzah, and starts to leave the room.
Ugh.
I
Fuck.
guess we.
Once he's gone, Victor's gonna kind of look over at Kess and he's going to say, "I apologize, Marchioness. I would never presume to speak for you. I was merely playing a role,
All right,
and
wrong
I
title,
apologize
but
for your
okay.
offense." Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
One time.
Oh.
That's Maurice, but okay.
Oh,
Close enough.
what's her title?
It's an elf.
Baroness, same as yours.
Baroness. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he says, "I apologize, Baroness,
Well,
for
Baron.
any offense I caused. I was merely trying to play a part to appeal to our host."
It's fine. Fuck. Great. Fucking hell. Fuck.
I got a nat 20. Got a nat 20 on insight on Cass. How you doing?
Not great. Not great. I feel like that has been the mood of this entire session. They're not doing great. They're having a very bad day.
Yeah, more relate to that.
I do have to read that spell though, and I do have it prepared. Because I thought I might need it. Okay. Wait. We got within. We were with. Oh my. Kate, I was smart.
Oh God, no.
No, I was
God.
smart.
I know. Oh God,
Because-
no for me.
Yeah, well, because intentionally where I sat in the church pews, I was within 30 feet of the bones. Which means Kess can use locate object on the bones if they get
go.
within 1,000 feet of the bones, because Kess was
God, you gotta make me
that
do math
close
now.
to see them.
Let's go.
I mean, that also requires somehow figuring out where the bones are to get within 1,000 feet of the bones.
I'm like,
But
I gotta visualize what 1,000 feet is because
yeah.
that's a lot of subway footlongs right there.
It is a lot of subway footlongs. And it also is going to require me using a fuck ton of my second level spells because I also have detect thought so I can read people's mind too. So if we
Kate,
can
think
get
from the end, like the very last section of dorms at FCC over by that little retention pond to like the main entrance of like the school like classroom building.
Like the one that had
I-
the swing and the laundromat.
Yeah, the
I-
swing and
Okay,
the
yeah,
laundry.
the one I lived in.
remain-
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you for that. That is.
I remain impressed that we became friends because I'm pretty sure your college would have hated my college on site.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Because I went to the anti-Christian college. I went to the Spawn of Satan college. That is the hippie college in the middle of the rainforest. That is still like mentioned and reviled by Fox News people. Like
Nice.
10 years
Sounds
after
rad as
we
fuck.
got famous
Honestly.
by Fox News haters.
Hell yeah.
Like you mentioned Evergreen, and they're still like, "Oh my God, you're racist against white people." Like that isn't what happened, but sure, that's what we're famous for. We are racist against white people. We tried to
Amazing.
kick white people off our campus. That isn't what we did, but sure, that's what happened.
Amazing. Okay.
Sounds rad as fuck. But yeah, think
Yeah.
from that swing to like the main entrance of the school.
beautiful. That is a great visual.
Cass, if
Thank you.
if you need to use your concentration and your second level spell slots to do something else, I also had prepared locate object, and I've also been within 30 feet of the. So
Perfect.
letting you
Well, I need to use arcane recovery because I'm a wizard.
Yeah.
I took a long rest.
Lucky you, I disassociated and had a panic attack.
I feel like that counts as a short
Yeah.
rest, right?
Were we
Dissociation
in
is a
there
short
long enough to take a long rest or no?
No,
Not
because the long
unless you're an
rest
elf.
is 8 hours. So for if you're not an elf, so you all were able to get a short rest, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
short rest.
Yeah, elves can take one in 4 hours.
Yep.
So Maury could get one,
Benzo
and
can
Kes.
too.
All right, Benzo could too. Kes
Yeah, I don't
could
get
have,
anything from a
but
long rest.
I'm like Kes could have, but Kes was having a panic attack and disassociated, and so didn't. Because they were way too stressed about all of their about I don't know, about having too many people that knew too many different things all being in the same room. Okay.
First time in
Where
jail is
is
rough.
that? Yeah, apparently that's what I get being the only party member that had never been arrested before in jail.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
I promise next time we get arrested, I'll try to make sure it's because of like a bar fight or something fun. So that way at least it was worth it.
Well, next time I will not have a Nancy level breakdown in the middle of church.
Look, you know what? If we get arrested, then it's worth
Understandable.
it. That's what my viewpoint is.
It was understandable though.
Honestly, I was rolling to see if I was going to do that the session before because I'm like, this might happen. This is going to happen at some point. Why can I not find arcade recovery? Where the fuck is this?
So after
God.
the burgomaster leaves, Fiona also grumpily stomps out as well, muttering that that was pointless. And the guards lead you all outside where it is pitch blackout. But you are now free. You no longer have your restraints, and you are all regrouped together as a party.
I'm gonna immediately go to Zach and be like, "How the fuck did you what? You were our lawyer. You left.
As soon as they
You're
walk away,
alive?
I'm gonna say, "How do they not recognize you?"
Like what the fuck? He's the fucking idiot. You look great." Zach,
As you're saying that, he's like definitely still that like t-shirt underneath it, like he didn't change clothes, he just added clothes. Well, you see, I had a friend who helped to get like some info, and then they coordinated with us to try to get some clothes, and we had a whole lot of long talking to try to get. That's not important, but in any case,
they did.
That is a dirty 20 on insight.
But I am so glad that worked out. And I'm so glad that we do not need to know. We do not need to use the safe house. That I kind of know where it is. That I know of here.
Wait,
did they
know of a safe house?
We don't need to locate it right now. It's fine. I might know of a place that is probably safe for us to go, but we don't need to go there, so we're great.
Is it really safe though?
Don't we have Murray's place?
We don't need to know if it's safe or not, so let's not worry about it right now. It's probably fine. It is not somewhere that we need to worry about. Yeah. Don't look at me like that. It's fine.
Anyway, can we please get on with this? Are you going to cast a spell, or do I need to cast?
What did that insight get us, Kate?
Well, that was the insight on Zach, right?
On Zach, yeah,
yes,
on Zach.
Absolutely.
We're just trying to know.
That was a 21 on my insight on Zach as well.
Nox inciting if this person that Zach is talking about is like dead or not. That's what Knock is inciting.
Okay.
No, no.
I was inciting if Zach had. I mean, I feel like Kess has a fairly solid idea of exactly what happened.
Okay. What
Because
did
it's probably what Kess would have done. And Kess is like, yeah,
Okay.
that's fair.
Zach, can you just roll like
we said
a
it.
deception for me, just real quick, so we could go against
Sure.
that, just so we can see how much you're blushing or not.
That'd be 19, but also he wasn't necessarily lying, so he just didn't give too much. Don't kiss and tell, something like that.
Someone got a 20, right? I thought.
I got a 21.
Okay, Victor, what did Victor get?
I think I don't remember what it was. I said it was. Fuck. It was either an 18 or a 19. I don't remember which.
So it might have met. Okay, so yeah, y'all can definitely suss out with that. That one, it's something that Zach does not want to talk about. Two, the person is very much alive. And three, there is a reason why Zach's collar is up so high. Definitely not too high, like a hickey or anything.
All right.
I'm posting a reaction GIF in the chat, but this is basically how Victor looks at Zach in this moment.
Reasonable form of diplomacy.
So what do y'all want to do? Do you want to start?
Are you checking Arena?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, did they give me the indication that they were not going to try and arrest my familiar again if Ark were to attempt to enter the room, or would I have another owl escape attempt?
They did not indicate anything about that.
All right, well, it's okay. I feel like Ark is still living his best Falco life, so it's just going to fly up to the window. And well, yeah, because has owls don't provoke attacks of opportunity. And this is exactly why he is an owl.
Sorry about that. I'm just trying to get my computer to cooperate.
So it's going to like fly up to the window and like try and get visual on Arena, and then we'll disengage and fly back away and just like probably be playing dodge with the guards again and just be making them miserable as they try and catch an owl and realize that birds are really hard to catch.
Does Ark have a stat block to do like an investigation roll or perception?
Yeah.
Don't they have advantage on perception?
Not anymore. They used to. But owls got nerfed a little.
Oh, got nerfed.
Just a little. But they still have flyby. So they
that's kind of the important part,
which
really.
is still like the OP which is still the reason to have your familiar be an owl. And you could now have your familiar be any beast you want, which is why Ark is usually a 9 hit point sea lion,
Which we love.
Because there's no rules and it's ridiculous and I love it. I feel like they're gonna fix it at some point, but they haven't. Perception? Fine. They haven't fixed it yet. All right, it's just a +3.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, so arc is useless on that one.
What do you roll?
A 1.
Yeah, there's a curtain there. You can't see shit.
That's a natural 1.
Beautiful.
This
Perfect.
is just like, God damn it, arc. Fucking hell. Um,
So you don't see anything? Don't see anything?
well, he's still outside. There's a curtain. I'll tell him to go inside.
You're telling him to try to fly in?
Yeah,
He's going to fly right into a
hopefully.
window.
God damn it, Art. I just feel like he's just flapping like a useless owl. He's
Yeah.
just having
I
a
mean,
time. He's just being a
what the-
bird.
He's being a bird.
he
He's
gets
just being a bird.
He's
he
doing his thing.
he takes 1 damage for
It then
flying.
disappears.
Oh god, he's only 1. I forgot. I
Yeah,
thought he
Well,
was.
I only have one hit
I'll
point.
roll his hit point. I'll
Roll
roll
his
his hit
hit
point.
point.
I'll roll his D4. He has a D4 minus
Please,
1, so
please
I'll
roll
roll
a
his
1.
hit
That'd be
point.
hilarious.
Yeah, he has 1 hit point.
Lol.
I'll have to
Lol.
resummon Arc in the
Lol.
future.
I don't
because
feel
Arc
so
no
good.
longer exists.
Lol.
Okay, yeah. So Arc, that works beautifully with the nat 1.
God
Sees a
fucking
curtain,
damn it.
tries to fly in, splats himself against the glass, and disappears in a poof. Back with you all. Murray
You're right, Cat?
starts smoking. He's just like,
Yeah, no, it's fine. I just will need some incense in about an hour in some time because, my familiar is an idiot. It's fine. It's been a long
Alright,
day.
so that's you all. Sorry, who wants to cast a spell? You or me?
Well,
I can
it
do
will
it.
be more
Um,
it'll be more useful if we have a better idea of where they are. I mean, we can just throw around spells all we want, but the city's fairly large. Like, we can't just wander around till we use up all 1,000 feet of the city. We're
Not
going to run out of
exactly.
spells.
I mean, we could
well,
start
let's
with
go
taking
to the
a
church.
little bit of investigation
And
at the scene of the crime.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be
Exactly.
easier if we start investigating it, and if we have an idea around who we think could be suspects, then what I was thinking, particularly since you have locate object as well, I could perhaps peer into their thoughts a little bit, maybe get an idea of where things might be hidden, and then we might have an idea of where to look.
I feel like the hard part is figuring out who
Well,
to look.
if that
Not
helps
to
us
put
narrow
too
things
fine a
down.
point on it, but I am a werewolf. I do have a very good sense of smell. If I can get the scent of these particular bones, I might be able to help us narrow down the search area and possibly get a scent to track whoever took them as well.
Did you happen to smell them when we were in
If
the church
so-
earlier?
No, but if we go to the church and I can smell where they were, I can get the trail. It's like smelling an old shirt or an old shoe and having to track from that. He's saying all of this with like an absolute straight face, like this is not even remotely weird to him at all.
That is
He's
absolutely
done this
delightful. Of course he has. Okay.
All right, back to the church we go.
All right.
all right. I will pull up that map for
Yeah.
you.
Let's go.
Do you want the exterior or the interior first?
Interior first.
Perfect. There we go.
Oh, I'm going to put my actual practical robes back on.
Here, let me delete.
By
all
practical
these
robes
guards.
back on, I mean they're equally impractical to my current clothing, but they give me armor.
Hey, armor's good. Oh, there's the guard that.
Actually, actually I think they're more revealing than my current clothing, but they give me armor.
Lay.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. This is how mage clothing works.
Chainmail bikini 2 electric boogaloo.
It's the sexy mermaid robe for Baldur's Gate. So
Woof.
it is in fact chainmail bikini electric.
So cursed.
It is 100% Kessa's mage robes.
Okay. All right. So you all are back at St. Andrew's. It looks very different at nighttime. There's just a few candles lit. It's overall just very silent and solemn, very much a stark contrast from how it was several hours ago when it was full with festivities. You will see that all the booths have been taken down. There's already new signage up for the St. Andrew's Feast that's coming up in 2.5 days. But besides that, that's
Which I have not been to because that would have been before I got to Barovia.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, remind me, these bones are the bones of the individual they said killed the first vampire? Or was the first one to kill a vampire? What?
Yes.
Little do they know.
I don't think we need to question how accurate the mythology is right now.
I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just a little bit peeved, and I can express that by saying that. But we have a job. All right, Victor needs to smell stuff.
Yeah. 1 second.
Is there anybody around that because if this is this open?
I mean, the church is open.
I'm talking about is where the bones were opened.
Oh, I do an investigation for me.
Yeah, are there people around?
The only person that you can hear is kind of off in another room is, you assume, Father Lucian.
Murray's gonna be investigation.
Murray's gonna be wandering over there to chat with him. Okay, 14 investigate. Anyone else checking it out?
I'm so tempted to
Let's
read
see.
his mind.
I might go with Murray and Father Lucian. Just
That's a 16 investigation.
Okay.
Magic.
Okay. So just with those rolls, you with the 14 higher, you can see that obviously very clearly that the glass that was
I'm gonna
covering the bones was smashed and broken. And very clearly, like, the bones are no longer there. With the 16, let me see what my notes say for that.
I'm going to ritually cast Detect Magic while we're doing this as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to take 10 minutes to sense the presence of magical effects.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long is Detect Magic good for again?
Concentration up to 10 minutes. You sense the presence of magical effects within 30 feet of yourself.
Okay. Yeah, you just all see that the glass was shattered.
Okay.
That's all you see there.
Wow, they didn't even hear that glass breaking. Interesting. Aldo, do you smell anything?
Yeah, Victor is going to start like sniffing like inside and around the coffin, and he's going to take a couple minutes to do this.
Okay. What's the rest of the party doing?
I would like to talk to Father Lucian and see what he saw, because he was here, right?
Mhm.
For when it happened? Okay, yeah. Just talk to Father Lucian, see what happened.
Okay.
Oh, if you're doing that, actually, it might make sense for me to come with you to read his mind. If I'm gonna do some, if I'm going to read Father Lucian's mind, then I should do it while you're
You're just gonna read
interrogating
people's
him.
minds?
I mean, that's kind of what I have been doing.
Oh,
It's
you've just been
a
reading
great
it.
way
You've
to.
been reading my mind?
No, I already told everyone in the party I'm not going to read your mind without consent.
Oh.
Well,
But like,
except
I mean,
for
but like, if Father Lucian didn't want you to poke at his, I guess it doesn't matter, right? We're figuring out investigation stuff.
well, if somebody's read, then that's different.
That's true, I guess.
But the rest of you, I'm not going to invade your thoughts with your
Okay.
consent. Like I've used it to help Maury, but that was with her permission.
Didn't go very well.
Yeah, it didn't go too well. I guess technically I used it on Ryu, but that was before, like.
Wait, what?
You were using it already?
That was before you really joined our group, and that was just to make sure to kill us. And it turned out it was fine.
Bro, I came with a note.
Well, lots of people can come with notes. And we had all just about been murdered in the middle of the night. So we were paranoid for good reason. I would not read your mind again without permission.
Okay, anyways, hey Not, do you want to go talk to Father Lucian?
Yeah. Yep, let's go. Do you want a vape? I need a vape. Where's the vape?
Like as
Voldemort,
soon
can I have
as
my
he
backpack
hears
back?
that, Victor stops, reaches into his bag, and like tosses like a little like leather bound satchel at Knock, and he just kind of goes, and then he goes right back to sniffing around this ceremonial sarcophagus.
Can I open? Is this a little satchel? Can I open it? What's in here?
It appears to
Is it
be
the pipe
some
weed?
kind of leafy plant matter.
Okay, is there rolling paper?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Knock's gonna start rolling. Making his way over to Father Lucian, just starting to roll it. Starting it up.
Amazing.
God, I'm gonna roll if I'm gonna try and read Father Lucian's mind. I'm like, is this a good idea? Is this a terrible idea? I don't know.
I mean, it's literally
It's an
a
idea.
priest. It's a literal like priest.
I'm glad I could make you doubt yourself.
I mean, it's
I mean,
mostly
to be fair,
how
priests
fucking
do be up to some
paranoid.
sketchy shit sometimes.
They do be into weird shit.
I guess like it's an insight check. Like I rolled a 22 on insight for Father Lucian. Like how sketchy does he seem?
I mean, he seems pretty based.
Okay, so I don't get the
He's
vibe that
been
he's
right?
like
Like he's the one who took care
secretly
of Irina. And
okay.
Yeah, like he.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. He was the one that like actively acknowledged.
He's the one that was like, okay, we need a moment of silence, and then didn't get it.
moment of silence. Like people from other planes died. Like,
yep.
okay.
It's not just Elric. It's like, yeah.
All right.
He's like,
I guess I will not read his mind. I'm like, he
Amazing.
probably didn't steal his own bones. I will continue the magic
Okay.
ritual without reading the priest's mind.
All right. So Naki and Ryu walk into this like little classroom, where you see Father Lucian is just kind of sitting at a desk with like a big old tome. He's just like, didn't expect to see you two back here. Welcome.
Yeah, we're alive. How are you doing? You good? Some fuck shit happened, right? Can I smoke in here? Or is that no shit? This is a church. Oh fuck, my bad.
He's like, if you want to smoke, we can go outside.
Can we go outside? That'd be awesome.
Can we go outside? Can we please go outside?
wait, above table. I literally convinced a professor the other day to have a class completely outside.
Amazing, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, Father Lucian just like, yeah. He's like, what do you have enough there for me to?
Yeah, no, you can have some. You can
Okay.
have some of
He's
this
like, yeah, let's go outside. Let's have a smoke.
Shit, I start rolling one for Father Lucian, make it all fat.
Amazing. Yeah, so he kind of just like leads you all like out through the little study. There's like this little like outside area overlooking like the training yards, kind of by like the locker rooms. And so he's just like out there. It's like, so while I appreciate this company, what brought you back here now? You should be asleep. You are children.
I'm not a child. I'm 20, 24. How old am I? Shit.
I think and Rio starts counting on his fingers. He goes, "How long have I known you?"
like a month. Like no, not that's like 2 weeks.
Not even. It's been like 3 days.
3 days. 3 days
plus shit. 4. Okay, you're 25, I think, by my
25?
calculations.
25.
Yeah.
25.
Give or take, like an error of plus or minus like 50 years, probably. So
this one's a dragon. Like no, but
25 years old.
It's
don't worry about it, Father Lucian. You should be in bed too, but we have to deal with this bullshit.
He's like, so hang on, he's gonna do an insight check on you real quick.
What? We're being totally super normal.
Super normal.
We're normal.
Oh my god.
Oh, what's his insight? Insight. Oh god, that's an 18 on you. On both of you and what you're trying to get at here. So I'm assuming he figures out what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's just like, okay, how did you hear about what happened after you left or were escorted out?
Oh, because the burgomaster kind of he kind of choked and ended up needing our help. So now we're here helping after he brought us to the stocks and jailed us. So
I didn't think he was capable of asking for help.
that is sad, but also I understand.
Okay,
So I mean, we're here to help if you have anything that you know about what happened, because we were stuck in jail.
I mean, I think I am a little bit more aware of what actually happened. The burgomaster just kept yelling that it just went dark out of nowhere. Um,
What actually happened, though?
I can't say for sure, but it appears that someone cast a spell so that way we couldn't see anything. During which I unfortunately lost my footing and tripped and dropped the shield. Um, and when I was trying to get back up, the lights came back on and the bones were missing.
Was there anybody like next to you, like who you were
Yeah,
because you were in charge of putting this stuff in, right?
yeah, but I physically cannot carry that shield. That is way too heavy. So no, I had Ernest was helping me with it. He
Ernest.
hmm Yeah, you saw him. He was kind of more muscular guy that was looking really glum behind next to all of us during that ceremony. I'm not sure if you noticed him there or not.
Not as muscular as me, though, right? And he flexes.
That is good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Good job for me. Okay, so where's Ernest now? Where he at? Where Ernest? You think he would have been like a part of this, or he was just doing his job like everybody else?
I mean, he's a good lad. I wouldn't expect anything from him. He works for the church. I don't expect him to be doing anything like this. But then again, I wouldn't expect anybody to
Just take the
steal
stuff.
such
I
a
mean,
holy relic.
also, like, why would like if everybody if they were living here, why would they want the bones gone? You know what I mean? Like, it's like what's keeping
Yeah,
everybody safe, right? Like,
doesn't
fucking
it
sus.
doesn't make sense. That part I don't get. Um, you can tell like Father Lucian's very upset about the fact that there might be someone within his flock / within Valaki that could do such a thing,
Mm.
and he isn't aware.
Yikes.
But I'm glad that we have some actual help here. Anything that you need or other information that I can give you, I am more than happy to. You are welcome to comb through this entire place, top to bottom, if needed. Um,
You wanna you okay? Sure. I'll tell. And like Noctis looks like Ryu and is like, okay, I guess we'll tell everybody else that you're on board too, I guess. They're trying to do some like magic stuff that I don't really know that much about. So they got like a head start on it or something, and Victor is sniffing out the where the bones were, so we can probably track it like a bloodhound or something. I don't know. The people that we're with, they're so interesting.
Ryu just nods.
um,
He looks a little lost, though.
Father Lucian kind of is nodding. He's just like, you both aren't from here, aren't you?
No, I think isn't Ryu? Aren't you from here? Because I'm definitely not from here.
Ryu starts unfolding his map.
Get not the map.
Yes.
And he points to where he thinks he's from.
Amazing. Father Lucian is like fully interacting with Ryu, just like doing like, wow, okay. I'm not quite familiar with this this topography. Can you show me where we are now on this map so I can understand where you are from?
He points to like where he knows that Vallaki is on a normal map, but it's completely wrong on his map. But he points correctly to the location of where Vallaki is. He just doesn't follow his map's coordinates.
I love that. I love this map so much. Just like I gotta let me roll for evolution. Yeah, he's just looking at this and he's just like, well, that is you make these maps very beautifully. This is the calligraphy on this and like the drawings on those lines, like that is very hard to do that. That is really good work.
Can I insight? Can I insight Father Lucian?
Sure.
It's 17.
Does he think I'm special?
A little bit.
Does he think?
Little-
Okay.
He thinks
So-
like special, but like in a like he's like he truly one believes everybody is special, but like he also doesn't know how old Ryu is, and so is going to just be very like affirming and like you're doing a good job.
Ryu loves it. He's so excited.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Nox gonna hand over a joint to Father Lucian.
He's gonna like look at this and just be like, this is nice.
It's from Victor's stash. I don't know. I can't tell you what this high is gonna be.
He like
above table, it's actually like stuff that he uses for like religious purposes. So, Kate, I'm gonna leave that up to you if they need to do like a wisdom or a charisma saving throw at some point.
Oh
Look,
god.
like meet
every trope is
Sylvanas.
a religious ritual, isn't it?
Oh god. So Victor, will you do a luck roll for us so that way we can gauge
What kind of high is it?
what
right.
type
Oh,
of
no, I don't want to give Father Lucian a bad high.
like if this is like actual like good kush or if this is like ashwagandha or some shit, ayahuasca or something.
That is a
Yeah, no.
19,
Okay.
a raw 19.
Okay, so with that, it is gonna be. It's just gonna be a nice good hybrid. Like it is nice. It's a little dry, but it is like a nice good kush. It's gonna be
Hell yeah.
it's gonna be a nice time.
Well, Nock is going to finish smoking this with this joint and would offer one to Murray and Ryu as well. And relay the information about Ernest and whatever whenever they link up with everybody else.
Sounds good. What's everybody else doing?
Victor is still like circling the casket or whatever it is. Like he stuck his head in there and has been sniffing around, and now he's like sniffing around the outside, trying to get any other scents that stick out.
I have to ask, just so I can visualize this, are you still like fully in human form? Like on your hands and knees?
He is still fully in human form, but he is like crawling around on all fours, sniffing, because he doesn't want to use the transformation right now. He still has the senses, but he doesn't want to like fully transform.
Beautiful. It's giving like the
He
TikTok
is
like
like
wolf
full
videos
on like
to me.
Just ignore him. Just ignore him. He'll let us know when
he's
when
he's
needs to
he's
find
dead to
something.
the world right now. He is just so fixated on like trying to isolate the smell of the bones and
Okay.
like
You got
the
this, Victor. You're a good
strongest
boy.
the strongest non-bone smell that might be organic that's there.
Good boy, Victor. You got this.
Okay. What is Benzo and Zach up to? Just vibing?
Yeah, just hanging out watching Victor work.
Just watch it. Just
How much for
watch.
me to do here?
Yeah, I was definitely going to say the same thing. This is quite something strange.
I mean, it's a normal. I feel like that's a normal thing to see in Florida, though.
Oh God.
I mean,
I
Right.
I saw that in high school, so yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
God.
yeah, I feel like Matt would have been like, yeah, that tracks.
With like the little clip-on like tail too. Yeah.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Victor's in furry mode.
At least there's no collar.
All right. So can you please, so while you're trying to do this investigation, can you do another investigation roll for me, but scent based, so I can see.
so
What you're doing.
investigation. All right.
You get
I
advantage,
will.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
I will roll that in beyond so that you can see it.
Bless. Okay. 1 second.
That is a 16 with advantage.
I mean, can I give you guidance if you want more?
I'll take guidance. Sure. Fuck it, we ball.
Okay.
That's a D4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
That's an 18 with guidance.
Ooh, very nice. Okay. Yeah, so with that 18, you very clearly get the scent of these dusty old bones. They do not smell appetizing whatsoever. So hopefully your desire to gnaw on them later will not be strong.
Oh, yeah, no, he doesn't this at all.
I'm so nervous about that. That was my first thought when you were like, "I'm gonna smell bones." Oh God. Snacky time.
Oh God.
Okay, so yeah, you very clearly smell the bones. Also, with that, you do pick up a scent of dirt and of like, I'm trying to figure out how to word this, and like there's a little bit of blood from a human that you've picked up. So you,
Ooh. I'm gonna see if I can follow that trail like around the area first to see if it leads like from anywhere or to anywhere, and I can always come back and follow the scent of the bones after that.
Okay.
Because now that I've got their scent, I can track it. So
yes.
yeah. So he gets up and he's like sniffing the air. It's like he's obviously got some kind of scent and he's actively following it.
Perfect.
Well, I guess we should go follow him.
Sorry, is this the image of like Victor just on the ground, like
He's standing now.
Yeah,
he's following, if nothing else, for
he's
curiosity.
standing now. He's like, okay, I found it.
So which way is this scent of like dirt and human blood taking me, Kate?
Okay, so I gotta decide that. Hang on. So with that scent, you are getting, it's kind of like all over the place just a little bit. So I'm gonna try and draw areas where like it smells strong. Let's see, is that, yeah. So you are here, you obviously smell it here. You can smell a little bit of that odor over here as well. And then like obviously like moving like just in and out throughout like the church, like very clearly like whoever it was was walking laps, like they have been walking around the church for a while. So you get a mix of that dirt odor and then the blood. The dirt odor is stronger, like going in and out of the church. The blood is the strongest, like behind behind the altar and at where the bones were.
Okay. So he's gonna sniff around. He can't really get a good fix. Like as he's sniffing around, he's gonna kind of like do perception checks in the areas where it's strongest to see if there's anything that sticks out.
Okay.
But like specifically behind the altar, around the entrance to the church, like this spot over here seems to be where it's strongest, and then over behind the altar appears to be where it's strongest as well.
Okay, yeah, let's do some rolls.
All right. Let's see, perception. I will go ahead and roll this in Owlbear 2. Well, that first one's a natural 1.
Ooh.
All right, darling.
And the second one is a 3. This is why I don't fucking use Owlbear.
Oof.
Because the dice are absolute ass. So I'm going to guess he doesn't really get anything from those perception checks.
No, it starts to get a little muddied, just because there have been so many people in and out of the space, and it's been hours since the celebration, so.
All right, you just hear him growl and shake his head, and he goes back and gets another good whiff of the bones, and he starts following that trail.
Okay. Yeah, and that trail is going to lead you outside of the church.
Okay. He begins, like, he's not saying anything to anyone. He just is going. Like, he's just obviously he's a dog on the scent. Yeah, he's definitely like a dog on the trail now.
At some point, I'm gonna throw him a bardic inspiration with one of those. Oh yeah, good boy.
He just kind of shoots a glance back at Zach, and he just kind of shrugs. He's like, "Ah, fuck it, we ball." Yeah, it's very much a there's only one person in the entire world that can say that to me, and it is not you. But I appreciate the sentiment behind it.
Well,
and he's like out of the church, following the scent now.
Okay. All right, here I will pull up the map of the town so y'all can look at it. So, here I will. Where I'm circling, that is the church, so you know where your little starting spot is. Okay.
Oh, P.S. That bargain spell is just a D6 because I'm only part bard.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get.
Hey, a D6 is nice.
So
yeah, especially after D&D Beyond fucked me. So
yeah, I was going to say it before then, and then I'm so.
It's all good. I don't think a D6 would have helped much for a natural 1
No,
and then
not for those.
natural 3.
Yeah, but now you got it when you want it.
Okay.
So is the map up or?
It should be. You should be able to see it. It's kind of a smaller map, so you might have to zoom in. Do you see anything?
I don't see it at all. 1 second.
Yeah, I've just got. Hang on.
Why?
Yeah, mine's refreshing.
It's all black.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Move the party ribbon.
Yeah,
there.
I've got like a little like line at the bottom of my screen that looks like there's supposed to be something there that's covered up, but
Yeah, let me get into D&D Beyond so that I can see. Oh, yep, nope, I don't see anything either.
I also sent a picture of the map on.
Cool.
Okay, I will look
Discord because
at
I
that then.
just don't trust D&D Beyond.
Cool. That's fun.
Okay.
Oh god.
Which is not great, but we'll make it work.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Please be okay. Don't need you to die.
Oh, cool! And there's a little
okay.
there's a
That's
little
just a work.
measurement on the bottom that shows like 250, 500, 1,000 feet.
Yeah, I don't understand how to read
Oh,
that.
wonderful. Where is it? It's
Bottom.
down the bottom.
Yeah, bottom
Well,
left.
go to the
which
Strahd.
one?
It goes
Sorry.
to Strahd info
Info
dump.
dump.
Strahd info
Sorry.
dump.
Info dump,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I was looking for. Thank you. Sorry. There was. A
So
lot
where are
of
we?
things. Okay.
So you are at the church, which is, if you look at the far west, kind of gate. There's like this
Oh,
orangey looking
Yeah.
building with that's the church, and then the
Okay,
graveyard.
Actually, it feels like between Maury and Kess, we could cover a pretty large
The entire
amount of
city.
the town
Yeah.
with locate object. Like between most of us, we could probably locate those bones with
Yeah.
our
It's still
6
in the city.
spells. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we just want to do that,
Yeah. Well, Victor's actively pursuing the scent, so whenever y'all want to start popping it off, you can. But he's outside of the church right now, and he's following the smell.
Could you-
Kess is also wondering if they should priest know some information that they have that might be relevant for the priest to know.
Yeah.
Because they're not 100% sure if the bones are as important as they think they are.
So are you asking a question, Cass?
Are you gonna?
Oh God, I'm gonna roll for it. Yeah, that's a low roll. I think Kess is more concerned about themselves right now
Fair.
than telling the priest. They're gonna locate the bones. That may their concerns.
So, Victor, you make your way out of the churchyard, and you can still smell the bones pretty strongly at this point. You still have a little bit of that dirt smell as well, and it makes you you start following it, going kind of more of a eastern route. Can I have you do another smell roll for me, please? A smell investigation to see if you
Okay.
can keep following it.
Okay.
Can I give him guidance?
And then, do you want to use locate object for this one, or do you
Okay,
want
that is the second natural 1 and natural 3 D&D has rolled. So I'm switching over to my regular dice if you're okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Bless.
I was gonna use locate object anyways at this point, Matthew.
All right. Well, that is a natural 1 and a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Nice. All right, let me turn on my spell. What does it do? Locate object. All right. I sense if the object is within 1,000 feet of me. Are the bones of Saint Andrew within 1,000 feet?
If I'm looking at this correctly.
Oh wait, it's concentration.
Ooh.
10 minutes. All right, I'm gonna concentrate on this spell within 10 minutes.
So
Victor.
you're dropping
And then
detect
I'll
magic
cast it
then?
again. Yep,
Okay.
I've dropped detect magic and I'm concentrating on locate object for 10 minutes, and then I can switch with Maury and we can just kind of trade off if that works. Every 10 minutes we'll trade off.
Sounds
Does that
good.
sound good?
We can do that.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Works.
That way we'll conserve second level spells in case you need seconds for something, and I'll have detect thoughts in cases.
Okay. All right. I want to make sure I'm reading. I am so bad at reading legends. No, you don't.
All right, not yet.
No, not yet.
All right.
But Victor, with this scent, you can smell that the bones have gone straight ahead, and you also smell that they like went down like this first path as well. So you can smell that it kind of like was moving around town. It seems like, and
Okay.
the dirt smell is a lot stronger as well, going to that first road that goes to the right.
All right. He's gonna keep following it.
The which straight or to the right?
Um. He's gonna follow. He's gonna follow straight. He's gonna stick with the scent of the bones for now.
Okay. All
Cool.
right. Okay. So you keep walking down the path. It's like again, it's the middle of the night. Like it is. There's not a whole lot of people out. As you get closer to the Blue Water Inn, where y'all have your rooms, and that's where Murray lives and works. You can tell that there's still a lot of festivities going on, a lot of drunken laughter, and revelries are being had in there right now. Can I have you make another smell-tigation roll for me, but with advantage because you got a nat 20 on that last one.
Okay. Cool.
At any point in the 10 minutes, does the do I get the ping?
That
No.
is
Okay.
a 19 on perception.
Okay, yeah, you have this, like you got this smell on lock
Or
at this point. Again, you can smell that like it seems like the bones kind of like you see that there's this other loop again. You can smell that they went this way. But then you also you kind of have you're stuck at a crossroads at the moment. You can smell that they went left and that they went right. So either up north or they went to the south. And you'll have to pick.
yeah.
Well,
He's gonna say that there's two different ways it could have gone, and
well, we
he's gonna look
could
at the two magic users.
both cast locate object, and the two of us could go in opposite directions, and one of us will find it. Unfortunately,
That
I can only
works.
communicate within 120 feet when I find something, but
Well, somebody would be with you. Except Zach and
true.
Finzo and whomever else might be with us.
Just that
All
one.
right.
Well,
Victor is gonna choose to go. Hang on, let me look at that map again,
Yep.
just to kind of have a better idea.
So it's kind of like the center, like the heart of town right now.
All right.
So you have the one that's going up north, and then there's the one that kind of makes that loop down south.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, never mind. That's not how message works. I got
All
real
right.
excited for a second because I'm like, I know someone else in the party has message. But it still only works within 120 feet. So it doesn't work as call radio.
If you had sending, but not quite yet.
No.
Victor
I'm
is
like,
going to choose to go north because he feels like actually keeping the bones in town would be a terrible idea for someone who's stealing them. And north looks to be a little less populated, so he's going to take that route.
I guess I will go with Victor.
I'll go the other way, I guess.
Who's going with Cass?
I'll go with.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure if the bunch are as important as we think they are, so.
I mean, there's one way to
I
find
need
out.
to cast
That is.
do I need to cast locate object, or is Victor so good?
I mean, you'll have to cast it if you want to know for sure if that's where it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'll
Do I
cast
need
it.
to recast it at this point?
I would say yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I will recast it then.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
All right. I'm gonna just do a roll to see who goes first. Maury, odds or evens?
Evens.
All right, I rolled a 1. My dice like ones tonight. That
That's
sucks. Okay, so it's gonna
Same.
be with Kess and company.
Oh, delightful. Of course
Delightful.
it is.
Yeah.
Why would it not be?
Yeah.
Who all is in Kess's group?
You got Knock, Benzo. I'm assuming Ryu if Knock is with.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryu's not gonna follow Nocturne, I just Baltimore to go with the other two.
Perfect. I love that. All right. Can everyone just make some like perception checks for me? Investigation checks.
Wait, are we with or no? Sorry, I was muted this
You
whole
were
time.
coming with me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, thank God, I'm rolling great on perception, which is fantastic because my perception is shit. That's an 18.
I got a crit.
Yeah, I got a
21.
crit too. It's 22.
Hey.
Damn. Okay.
Hey.
A baby 11.
Oh.
Well, mine was a 19 minus 1 for an 18.
Nice. Ryu?
10.
You're just really focused on the stars right now. And
He's got other things on his mind.
yeah.
Is it nice out?
Oh, who's
Oh yeah,
Murray
it's like
with?
really nice out. There's like a nice like gentle breeze out. What was that?
Who's Murray with?
Ooh, that's a good question. I will
Because Tess is still very concerned about
I mean,
the Raven.
Murray went home like at 3.
Knock would have offered to have them come with if.
Look, Tess would
y'all
be very, very happy if Murray went home. Tess would like Murray to go home.
Murray's not gonna go home.
Because Tess is very concerned about Murray and would like Murray to go home.
Going home means going to where all the drunk people are after the festival, so he's not gonna go home. Okay, so evens he goes with Maureen Victor, odds he goes with Kess. And that's evens. So he's going with Maureen Victor and Valdemar and Ether.
Oh gosh.
That's beautiful. I love that. Okay. Yeah, so as you all are kind of you go this kind of more southern route, you kind of notice that there's the buildings get a lot more cramped. It's the farther you get away from the heart of the town, you notice that the quality of buildings kind of starts to decrease a little bit. You see that it looks a little bit older. There's a little bit houses are closer together. It's looking a little less put together and more looking like this is where the less affluent people of the town are living. As you're kind of walking around, you see a few different shops are over there. You see that there's Winsky's toy shop is there. You see the Watcher coffin shop and funerary services is there as well. And like the local CVS basically. The little local like tiny little bodega market is there. But as you're walking around this stretch, nothing is pinging for you, Cass. Not at all. However, for the two nat 20s, you do notice that they're like this is an area that's it's a lot of people here are living in squalor. Which so that makes the like the Watcher funeral home kind of stick out like a sore thumb.
Gross. That's gross. That's just fucked. That's fucked up. Now it's gonna just start. Fuck that shit.
But you both notice that there is everything else looks kind of very like old and run down, and the building itself looks still kind of run down. But you notice that there seems to be brand new like wooden boards slapped across the window.
Of the sus whatever.
Of the Watcher, yeah.
Okay, that's sus, right? Like I feel like
Yeah.
I mean also the whole thing of like the whole everything about St. Alric or whatever. I feel like that is kind of a distraction, ain't it? Like they could be doing fuck shit.
I mean, they probably are.
They are doing fuck shit. Like look at where this place is at. That's so fucked up. That's fucked. Let's go look. There's gotta be something.
I can pull the boards off the windows.
We could go look. You could just take a peek in there, see if there's anything sus.
I didn't say
Look,
so.
girl.
Okay.
I mean, we could open we could open the window with like a rock or something.
With my hands. And he flexes.
With Ryu's hands. That's kind of like rocks.
I still have my lockpicks, so why don't we start with that?
Ooh, okay. Okay, lockpick. Let's go.
You know, I think I actually have a crowbar. No, I do actually have a crowbar, you know, if you need a crowbar.
So we got lockpicks, a crowbar, Ryu's hands. And they look around for like a brick or something.
Oh God. do an investigation roll to see if you can find a brick.
Can I please find a brick? Oh shit. Rolled on the floor, but I got a crit.
I did, in fact. I'm somewhat prepared for.
I got a crit. I don't have any mods, but so I got a 20. Did I find a brick?
You find it's not. While you're looking around like this building, you see like there's like kind of like a little shed and like a little like fenced area, and you see that there's a few like broken like headstones.
Okay.
And, like, one is like you could hold it, like it's the top part of like the headstone, so like you could really hold that and like use that at like a brick.
Okay. Yeah. Nox gonna just walk over there and start talking to the headstone like I might need to borrow part of your headstone, man. But it's gonna be for a good cause.
You do realize that there's a non-zero chance that they're asleep in there.
They're asleep.
No, not in the grave. Oh my
The grave? Someone's alive in here?
No. Oh my.
What do you mean?
Inside the house
Inside
that you're trying to
of the
break
place.
into. Yes, with the boarded up window.
House? I thought it was a funeral home.
Oh, why would they live in there? They're like fucking billionaires or whatever.
Well, that doesn't make
All
any
right.
sense if you don't know.
Alright, Benzo, you're up. Do this lockpick thing.
Whatever. Yeah, let's break
Oh,
in.
yeah,
I'm
there.
sure there's nobody inside. It'll be fine.
Can you figure out if there's anybody inside? Can you like think
Yeah, let's
check their
scope
thoughts?
the place out a little bit before
I
we
think
try
I
to break in.
can, but if I'm going to do that, then I have to give up on trying to locate the bones, and I
Oh
won't be
shit,
able
yeah,
to
that's
locate the
important.
bones
I
again.
don't know how this
So
shit
do you want
works.
me to continue to try and locate the bones and have
If
the
I talk
chance
to you, will it
getting the
distract
bones
you from
again?
it? Like, should I not talk to you?
Potentially, it is a little hard to maintain concentration thing forever.
Okay, cool. I'll try to be out of your way. All right, Benzo, do the thing.
Thank you.
I give him bardic inspiration.
Okay, so what is Benzo doing here? Are you lockpicking, or are you trying to see what's going on in this building first?
Is there anything we can like? I don't want to just break into this random place immediately.
Do it.
So I'm gonna like look around. Is there a window or something? Is there anything that's? I mean, I recognize most of the place is boarded up. So probably not looking good.
It's only boarded up on like the windows, and even because it's like a 2-story building, so you notice that it's like even the second floor windows are boarded up, like really
Super.
tight. Trying to think. Do another investigation roll for me, please.
That's a 21.
Damn. Okay, so with a 21, you can tell as you're like trying to see if there is anything going on or anything happening in there, as you're like leaning up close to a window trying to like peer in, you can hear floorboards creaking as like someone is walking around inside.
Okay, so maybe we don't break in, at least without the others. I'll hop back down and relay that to the crew. There's somebody in there. So if we break in, they're definitely going to hear us.
All right, and the bones aren't there. I would know if the bones were there.
You would know if the bones were there. Bones aren't there.
Okay, bones aren't there. Well, bones aren't there. Also, well, it's just us. I think Mori already knows, but it might be relevant. I'm not entirely sure that the bones will actually prevent the Count from getting into Valaki.
So what you think is just like a placebo thing?
Well,
Like they've been here this whole time, and it's like, oh, it's all good, but like it's actually not.
well, they haven't actually worked over the past year.
What?
The bones haven't actually prevented the Count from coming into Valaki.
So you're saying they've been in here?
Yes, I am saying that.
Oh,
That's not
Interesting.
good, right?
that's kind of an important thing to know.
Yes.
Well, I guess the person who stole the thingies thought it was real.
Possibly.
Unless
Or knew that enough people thought it was real.
this, maybe the person in there could tell us. They like point to the house again, the sus funeral home.
Like I said, I don't know. Maybe the ritual worked at some point. Maybe it didn't. I wasn't here for the last ritual. But
Well, we should just go in and ask them.
It's a working funeral home, right? We can pretend that like when someone's dead, I can be a dead guy.
Oh my fucking god!
I can play dead.
No,
Well, I mean,
and he like grabs you and starts shaking you.
we are
Can I pretend to
investigating
die?
bones.
Can I roll to see how
That
like
makes
dead I
sense.
am?
Do
Like,
a
to see how
performance roll.
dead I am?
Look at
Can I please?
just
Okay.
looks at Benzo like the Benzo. Please, I'm trying to keep these people alive. I know we
22
just
to look
called
dead.
off the bets, but
I
like,
got wait. I got a 7 on an investigation, so I think
22.
he's dead.
Oh, you thoughts were think that Nock just straight up died.
I just like
I don't know if I'm gonna
stop
help these
mid
people.
talk and just plop.
And then Ryu catches you, and then he starts fucking crying.
this is just like, if they are killing themselves, is this really my fault?
Ryu's
It's
like
that look
not
at
crying.
Benzo of just
No,
like,
I just stop breathing.
why? Why?
The
Why
most like
is this happening?
I'm just imagining like here's this creepy ass like boarded up funeral home. Cass and Benzo and Zach are just like, what the fuck is happening? As Nock looks dead, appears to be dead, and Ryu is holding them in their arms, having like that like superhero, your loved one is dying and this is your last moments like pose with them right now.
Benzo, you need some reaction because you know it's your you know your soulmate or whatever.
Amazing.
Ryu's like literally like holding onto him like as hard as he can, and he's just like crying, and he's just like, "No, not again!"
Oh my fucking
Oh,
god!
not like
She's not
this.
dead.
Oh my god, you are going to get.
Okay,
every
all
single
right.
one of
Sorry,
us
my bad. Was
dead.
that too real? And like now just pops back up. Oh shit, my bad.
Ryu goes, "Oh my god, I think he's back."
Yo,
I'm alive. I'm okay.
Ryu just stands up and like basically like just picks you up with him, so you're like just like still like sprawled across his chest, but he's standing.
Oh, it's all right, dude. I'm actually alive. I was just acting. It's what I do.
Ryu's just
Also,
patting your
it's
back.
nice to just not move right now.
He's just
I'm
patting
glad,
you very awkwardly.
I'm glad you two are having fun, but remember,
This is funny to you.
yeah, it's not.
It's
Because
not. Docs is laughing.
this is not
It's not
funny.
funny. Sorry, my bad.
Remember how we were just at a funeral? Somebody that died, that I watched die about a month and a half ago with another 80 people, and that more people are going to die. And likely
Well, yeah,
even
man,
more
people
people
die
are
every
going to die
day.
in this town, in Barovia. And you all are going to die if you keep fucking acting like this. So yeah, it's not fucking funny. And you are all going to get killed. And I'm probably going to watch all of it happen.
Well, don't discount yourself. You could get yourself killed too.
No, I'm likely going to live and get to watch all of it.
That sounds like
Wow.
that. You're
Okay,
kind of a bummer,
so
man.
I'm actually really gonna die then. Oh well, I guess we all die, right?
I mean, we're all gonna die at some point. You
Yeah,
can't
we're
just
all
keep
gonna
living on
die.
forever.
But also, like, I mean,
figure
there
out
is a
our
point to be
voice.
made. There was a lot of people that died, and I'm pretending to die, and it's kind of fucked up because there's like dead people. Like, my bad. It was a poor taste.
Ryu's just like nodding at you, but he's fully like his face is still bright red, and he's got like tears going down his cheeks, and he's like, "Yeah." It's so funny.
If we're loud, we will attract attention, and you will all get killed.
Well, then stop yelling at us then.
I'm not yelling.
He's yelling at us.
Are we gonna go? Are we
raised
gonna
my-
leave? Are we gonna stay? Are we gonna break in or not?
No, I think we should go. We don't need to break in. We can just knock and be like, "Hello, sir.
I don't need to
I
pretend to be
come
dead
from
again. That was
the
kind of
government,
fucked up.
and I have questions
Honestly.
for you." People love it when you do that.
It's in the
It's
middle of the
middle of
night,
the
though.
night.
It's like 1 a.m. Well, honestly,
Well, that's prime time. We know he's home.
I don't know. You don't know who was in there? Who's in there?
Well, somebody's in there. I thought we were just asking the person that's in the house.
Well, they
the question.
obviously don't want to be seen because the shit's boarded up.
Well, maybe we should ask him why.
We could ask
People
why.
that board up their houses love when you knock on their doors.
Oh, you know what? But also, like, people board their rich people board their houses in like poor neighborhoods all the time for dumb fuck shit reasons.
Or
Ryu
it
just
could
nods.
be undead. We don't even know if they're living creatures.
Well, what's the difference?
Between undead and living? Oh my
Well,
god, how fucking long have you been in Barovia?
Well,
there's no
I
need to be
mean,
mean about it.
I'm
it's
sorry.
a good question. I don't know how undead work.
So, like, we can still ask you these questions. We can ask him if he's undead. We can still ask the questions.
But what if they what if they come at us and is like, But then
Well,
we
then
would
I
know
just cut
if
his
they
head
come at
off.
us and they're like, then they're guilty, right, of something.
Yeah, then we can get rid of it, and then there's no witnesses, no foul, no crime, no cops, no stop.
We're supposed to be looking for bones, aren't we? We should just probably
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we
the
can.
bones,
There's
should-
bones,
The bones
probably
aren't
bones
here.
in the guy
We should
the bones
upstairs.
aren't
Yeah,
here.
the bones are
The bones
here,
are not here. We should go.
but
back.
maybe the person
Remember,
who took the bones is here.
There's definitely
Well-
bones in the person that's upstairs.
bones aren't the bones we're looking for aren't here. So we should go back to the others. So
Okay.
that the rest of you don't die.
Yeah, don't worry, chick. I'm not gonna die.
I feel like there's a high chance we're gonna die, but that's a bit later problem. We should just go.
I'm glad that you're recognizing that at this point.
Plus, doesn't
Sounds like
Maury
you
know?
didn't stay alive.
Can't Maury do the whole? I know when there's dead stuff. Maybe she could check out the place.
Yeah, if Maury was close to us, which
I know.
she's
Then maybe
currently
we
not.
should get going.
Yes, I think that is a wonderful plan. I don't think you
Alright, then we should go. Sorry, Brick. You'll have your chance another day. They pat the headstone.
thank God.
Okay. So yeah, you all kind of finish doing that loop and start heading back up to where you all had split off. Now the other group, Victor, Maury, Voldemort, Ether, and Murray, y'all start walking this northern route, and I know Maury's going to use the spell. Can I get perception checks from everyone?
Including me.
Yeah.
With that.
If you want to, or if you're
spell?
just so focused on the spell, whichever. If you want to, you can though.
I rolled another nat 20.
Dang, y'all are rolling good
13.
tonight.
Bruh.
That
I got a
is
13.
a 22.
Nice. Okay. Murray got a 10, so he's not doing too hot. As you all start kind of making your way north, you kind of notice instantly that like there's more space between these houses. It's there's more room. The houses look wealthier. It's very clearly the more affluent area. And you all notice this, like the very last house, kind of by the gate, going north. You see a very familiar, at this point now, symbol of the giant Watcher crest that was on Elric's shield. And while you're looking there, Maury, you feel your spell pinging.
Inside though?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it appears the bones. There, I can sense them.
Victor
Not
just kind of
terribly surprised,
like
to be honest.
bares his teeth and growls a little bit. And he just kind of looks at Maury and the others and he's like, so what do we want to do?
I believe. What was her name again? The sister.
Fiona.
For Fiona. I believe she's in on this. I'm pretty certain that she's already alerted everybody. So the burgomaster has the one gave us this job. So I don't think this is a surprise for everybody. I do think that we should inform the others. Let them know that this is where it is. But of course, we can't just. I don't have my sending yet. Where is Ike when we need him?
You have ether, and so when Kess is within
Yes.
120 feet, ether also has
Yes.
message.
Yeah.
Well,
Just so that you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
Which I know because Books and I think intentionally so that we can communicate back and if the two wizards happen to
Yeah.
be split. Not that we've had the two wizards in parties at the same time, but the two wizards, I
Barely.
believe, have message as a cantrip. Just in case, in case it happened to come up. I believe they both have message.
unless Victor, you had to go find them real quick. You can spell them. Go get them quickly.
Victor's gonna kind of look at Maury and the rest of the group that's with them, and he's gonna be like, "Promise you won't just go and kick in the door while I'm gone."
No, if I wanted to, I could just go inside if I look inside the window, but I'm not going to. I'll behave. Don't worry.
Why is that smile not reassuring?
We're not
Because
going
I
inside.
always say everything with a smile.
All right, yeah, that's true. Okay, I will be right back.
Be right here. We'll be right here, enjoying the fresh air.
And he's gonna like take off back towards that intersection to find the others.
I'm not gonna have you do a roll for that because you know their sense and they're making their way back to that loop.
Yeah.
I feel like you kind of meet them a little bit further back as they kind of were having this whole like, do we break into a coffin shop kind of thing or not?
Yeah.
But you find them and relay this information.
Mhm.
I'm assuming everybody follows you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Great. Wonderful.
When they get back, we're all still out there waiting, behaving.
Okay.
Oh, look, you're behaving. What a shock.
Oh, don't give me that. I was going to save all the drama for myself.
How nice.
So
Those two managed not to get themselves killed. Barely.
we know that the bones are inside that house.
Mm-hmm.
And it's safe to assume that the Watcher family is involved.
Watching.
Yeah. So,
Marie, how are you doing with that?
I'm gonna roll to see how pissed off he is real quick. He's chain smoking right now like a motherfucker. Just kind of staring at the house and just what the fuck? That makes no fucking sense. And is just not is doing all he can right now to just like
How
contain his rage.
familiar are you with this house?
This house?
Mm-hmm.
I've been inside it once. Besides that, not very familiar. I don't know if it's still the same since the parents moved out to the by the lake, but they used to have just a fucking insane amount of spells and protections there so that to control access to who had access to this house.
Interesting. And I'm assuming the sister now has this house?
Yes. Oh yeah, no.
Interesting.
And you said that Elric and his family were not close.
Oh fuck no. His pa kicked him out a long time ago. And they didn't really talk
Mary,
after that.
how close are you with your family?
Define family. Uncle and Aunt Dan,
You're
fucking close as hell. Rest of my family, not so much, but we're getting there.
You're kind.
Would the rest of the were-ravens be willing to help us surveil this house? Do you think?
Oh yeah, fucking course. I will let you know now. There's not very far that they can get, but we can watch pretty high. And kind of points like, see, there's like some trees over here. There's some other trees over there that I know you can still get a good perch on, but
Yeah, just basically any comings and goings. We still have 2.5 days, and we don't want to risk just barging in and assaulting what could be a stronghold for these people.
yeah.
If the Watchers are involved and the Burgomaster is truly clueless, Fiona might be involved too, in which case he might be in danger as well.
Question. I know Fiona was standing behind the pulpit area, and Victor, you were stalling around there.
Mhm.
So if she's a watcher, were there any other watchers behind the pulpit?
Can I roll like a history check to see
I'm
if I
asking
smell
Rory.
like?
You're asking Murray?
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because he knows them.
Yeah, because he knows them. No, not behind the pulpit. No.
Okay.
Wasn't there a
So,
cousin or
but-
something?
But, and he's like kind of thinking about it. Fuck.
Didn't you say there was a cousin that helped? That was sad? Like the strong one?
That's not a cousin though.
Oh.
That's everything within this family is fucked, but that's Fiona's. I don't know what they are at this point. It's her fuck buddy, at least. That's much I can tell you that. I don't know the inner workings of the
oh, it's
relationship.
that
she's
kind of family.
engaged to the wait.
Like I said, it's all kinds of it's all kinds of fucked here.
It's that kind of
I-
family.
I-
Okay.
She used him to get the bones out and to brought them here. Then was he behind a pulpit?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's probably what happened. So that she would appear No, she had magic.
Yeah,
Does she have that ability to
Yeah, she had magic.
cast
She
darkness and
fucking
anything?
yeah, she's
I
fucking
couldn't
impressive.
stop fucking
Could have.
moving. I
She's what?
couldn't move because of her.
Yeah, I
guess.
mean she could have based on what happened at the
So the
church and based on those abilities.
The question we have is whether or not the Burgomaster is aware or oblivious, because we are pretty certain that Fiona, not Fiona, what's her name again?
It's Fiona.
Was it? What was her name? Fiona.
Fiona.
Okay.
Fiona.
Fiona.
You're
It is
right.
If
Fiona.
she was, if she was involved and got her fuck buddy to steal the bones for her, so the question is, do we go back to the Burgomaster and Fiona and interrogate them?
Well, so
I don't
on
think we should
that,
show our hand right away.
if we're close, I might be able to see if she's a. I still have a spell left, and I think I can play with fate a little bit to dig a little deeper safely. I think
Okay.
it's risky, but I think I might be able to glean that knowledge.
Okay. That might be worth it. In the meantime, it's late and we have an idea of where things are.
Mhm.
We can get some surveillance set up instead of us rushing into this unprepared and not thinking like we've been doing since the moment we arrived at the gate.
Also, I would like to have ARC back in place if we're going to set up some surveillance. That would be.
Let's head back to our accommodations. Let's check on Irina. Let's get some rest and pick up tomorrow.
Well, is Fiona here?
Can I snip? Can I do like a perception or an investigation to see if I can
You
smell
can
her?
determine for me if Fiona is here, and preferably, Victor, I would like to know if Fiona is within. I need her within. Sorry, I'm looking at the range. I need her to be within. If we can find a way to get her within 30 feet of me.
All right, that is.
Before I take a long rest, because I've got a 4 save, so I can make her fail a wisdom save throw.
Okay. That is a 21 on perception.
On smell perception?
Yes.
Okay. So with that smell-o-vision going, yeah, you definitely smell that like she's there. You also pick up a little bit of that dirt smell again as well. And of course there's the underline of bones as well. But yeah, it smells fresher because she had to have just walked back here after being part of y'all's interrogation. So
He's just gonna kind of look up at the thing, like not even knowing if this is true, but knowing that she's in there, and he's doing like the butcher from The Boys. They're fucking.
You think? Can any of you think of a way that we could get her to get just close enough? Just a little closer. I mean, I guess I could.
About her being any closer.
What? I just want her within 30 feet. I just want to read her mind a little bit.
I
Just a
don't. I mean,
little.
unless she is going outside.
Yeah, let's not.
do anything.
Let's
Fine.
not tempt fate any more
Unless
than
we
we
go
have today.
in,
You're right. It's
which is not a good idea. I say
You
that we
wanted-
should just go the fuck to sleep and call it a day.
I just feel like we need to rule some things out before the night's over, and I don't want to.
Oh,
not
should
take
and
chances.
that creepy coffin place now is
No,
can we go in there?
Well, no, I don't think that's a great idea. I would like to rule out something like either the burgomaster or her, someone. I think it's a better idea to rule things out now.
Do we? So
Also-
you want to go in there?
No, I don't want to.
But I don't know that there's a way to be like, Fiona, come outside. It's fine.
I don't know.
You could just hit a stone on a window.
Yeah, let's throw a stone this far away to her window, whichever window that could be. They just like look over, count all the windows. I wonder which window is her room is in that mansion.
I mean, that's why I asked for any ideas, if anyone had.
I don't got any ideas except for sleep.
Yeah, my idea is put surveillance on the house and return to our lodgings and not show
It
our
just
hand.
feels to me if we give up now that we're losing a potential lead, and that any chance I have now might go quiet. I might not have this chance tomorrow. There's no guarantee I'll be able to do anything like this tomorrow. And I have this chance now.
He's
So we
gonna
take it
look
or
at
we leave
Kess. Yeah, he's gonna look at Kess and he's gonna say, "Do whatever it is you feel like you need to do." But I'm going to recommend that we call it a night. And he's gonna start kind of heading back towards town. Like he's keeping enough distance that he can kind of see, hear, and kind of smell if anything goes awry to like try to pull you out of the situation. But you can see that he's trying to
right.
not rush into a situation.
Okay.
Maury's gonna look at Cass and like, you are a diplomat. You could technically go up to the house and knock on the door.
Cass is also just like stressed as fuck. All right. I have 1 minute. God, 30 feet is 30.
I mean, are there like any guards posted outside? Do we notice anything like that?
There's no guards, but the whole house has like has a gate around it, and it's not like
All right.
like the gate is closed right now. Like there's no like accessible way to get into the house or get to the door of the house.
And like, how far away from the house, the gate? Like, how? I'm trying to visualize space.
I'm trying to.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. I'm
All
just
right,
trying to
I
think
need
of
feet. I need feet so that I can visualize.
I didn't know that you were into that, but okay.
I'm
Sorry.
trying to figure out how this spell.
Give me a second. I gotta think of like what the distance looks like in a way that makes sense. Because I'm also
it's within
visual.
1,000 feet because it's pinging.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
So
I
there's
mean,
that.
I know the bones are within 1,000 feet. I'm
Yeah.
just like,
I
the
feel like-
distance on this spell is 30. So I'm like, I kind of need to know
like I feel
what's
like
within
from-
30 feet.
further than 30 feet, like
I
the
f-
house, right?
I feel like the just the walk from the gate to the house is going to be. Oh God, I'm so bad at visualizing because I'm like it's not as like
Well, I
far
feel like
away as like
30
the White
feet is
House to like
pretty
the gate,
long.
you know.
Yeah.
But it's like it's probably like 40 feet from like the gate to that if you're thinking of walking distance because like it's there's a nice garden and shit.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, I feel like 30 feet is pretty long, so it makes sense to me that like it could be that far.
Mm-hmm.
But also like 30 feet feels pretty far. So like I'm trying to figure out like if there's anyone within that space because like
No.
10 feet is pretty far.
Yeah.
And like when we're looking at the map scale, actually, it looked like the I don't know. I'm gonna look at the map
I have
again.
a question.
that
Mm-hmm.
makes it more clear.
Can't you summon Arc and can't Arc cast a spell from their location for you?
That wouldn't work. Not for this.
It wouldn't
That's
work?
not how it works. No, not for this spell.
No, that's not.
Sorry, that's not how. No, not. It
That's
has to be.
unfortunate.
No, it's a spell that has the It's a specific radius, and it does not apply to something like this. It's touch, and this isn't touch. It just seems like there might be a person within 30, which is
There isn't.
okay.
That I can tell you. Like you can just look and there isn't. There isn't any guards or
Okay.
any like it's just a secure gated
Okay.
mansion.
Okay.
I would have 22 on Arcana. I just want to see if I can sense anything. You know what's going
Oh, there's a
on.
fuck ton of magic around this house.
How close are we to it? Like to the first spell.
It starts at the gate.
Ooh.
God. I just feel like I feel like if we don't do something, like even if it's not like with the Watchers,
worry
that I'm giving up on a chance on getting any information that we're like
Cass, if you
actively
look at this
backtracking.
magic, this magic might block anything you try to do.
It's true, it might. I mean,
Or it might alert them that we're here and force a confrontation that we're not
I
ready
don't
for.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If
That's what's hard. Ugh.
Murray's gonna offer like if you want, I can just stay watch. I could go bird form and just.
I mean, we
keep
could
watch.
go.
Y'all go get sleep. I'll just stay here.
I mean, we could go back to the. at least some of us have reason to go back to masters, right?
To the what? Sorry.
Do we have reason to go back to the Burgomaster?
Irina.
Yeah, we have to check on Irina.
See, so
We
we'll
have to
go
check
back.
on Irina.
Right, so let's go back there.
And get some
We
rest.
go back and get some rest, and when we go back there, then I'll cast that same spell, and we can tell if he's in on it, right? And then we'll know. And then that rules
Wait.
something out.
More,
That's what
more,
we'll do.
more. It's so hard when it's more and more. You need to
That's what
rest
we'll
as
do.
well because
I will rest.
you. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Maury. I hate
Murray?
having to say the different.
Murray.
Yes, it's
Murray.
fine.
Murray? Yeah.
I'm talking to him because he's volunteering to keep watch.
No.
You need to rest, and you are invested in this.
Mhm.
So I think it would be best that you go home and you or come with us and have one of your kin or a few of your kin keep watch for us.
Well,
Do you think he's really gonna rest after everything?
I
I'm just
appreciate
saying.
that,
Probably not, but
I'll stay here, and then when you go back to the inn, just tell Uncle, and
We'll let them
we'll
know.
get covered.
Yeah, we'll let them know as soon as we get back to them.
Thank-
We'll let you know if
Yeah.
we find anything about the Burgomaster as well.
Yeah.
And I'll let
Victor's
you know.
going to look at Murray, and he's going to say, whatever is going on, we're not going to let any of them get away with this.
I fucking appreciate that. And he's just kind of like gonna walk over to like where a tree is, and then all of a sudden you just see this like blue raven just hop up into the tree and just
Bobo.
settle onto the perch.
Bobo.
Just
all
very
right, so I
grumpily,
suppose we
like
should go back.
fixing his feathers.
Well, I'm gonna go check on Irina, but I
Tess
mean,
is
there's a lot of
going.
people at the end. You probably hear some shit. I don't know.
I'm going with you, Knock. I feel like we should keep a small group, but I'll go with you. I need
I
to
want to
go.
I mean,
check on
Ryu's
Irina
coming
just
with,
because.
right, Ryu?
Yeah.
If Maury's going to go check on Irina, Victor's going to go with her as well.
Okay.
Okay, so if y'all are checking on Irina, somebody gotta go to the inn, right? I can go to the inn.
Okay. Well, I guess if you're going to the end, then Ryu's gotta go with you, no matter
I
where
don't
you
know.
go.
What do you want to do, Ryu?
Well, didn't you say that you wanted to go check on Irina?
I do, but now that there's a lot of people going to check on Irina, I think she'll be alright.
I'm just going as cleric to check on her.
No, I can.
Medicine check and all.
That's why I'm
I
stepping
want
over
to check
you.
on Irina, but I also need to check on the Burgomaster. So,
Nah, y'all good. I can go to the inn.
okay.
Benzo, you going with or what? Zach?
I am absolutely gonna, go to sleep.
You go enjoy your time. Thank you again for all your.
It's been a long
help.
day for all of us.
Yes, your assistance was significantly better than all of the other options that my brain thought things might go. So thank you again. Thank you so much.
I think you're welcome. I think maybe
Yes,
sure.
yes.
Victor
thank you.
gives
Thanks for
Victor
being
gives
gone.
Zach a very knowing look, and he says, "Thank you for your service."
All right.
Your performance was
Right.
outstanding.
Beautiful. Okay, yeah. So the group kind of splits off. We'll first go to y'all arriving to the Burgomaster's manor. When you all arrive, there is a guard that opens the door and is just like, "Can I help you all?"
We are here to check on Irina, and I was told that my familiar will not be blocked, but something seems to have happened to him, so I need to follow up on that. Do I need to roll deception on that one?
Yeah.
Probably. Okay. Yeah. God, hopefully I didn't roll awful. That deception check. Ugh. Ugh. That is not great for my
Can I give
deception.
the help action by being intimidating?
Ugh.
Let's scare the shit out of them again.
It's not great for my deception. I mean, technically, something did happen to my familiar. That's an 11.
Yeah. With that, they're just kind of looking. They're looking at you, kind of like, not so sure about that. They're like, but Burgermaster has instructed that you are supposed to go to the inn as he is paying for room and board there. But since you were held in the stockades, it would not be seemly for the Burgomaster to be harboring those who were
Since
spreading malicious
we were staying here this
discontent.
morning, we left many of our belongings here, and we will need them back.
And they are already at the inn.
Are
Well,
they?
where is Irina?
She's still being taken care of. She's fine.
I need to check on her as a cleric. At the very least, I need to at least check on her myself. You need to understand that.
We'll just lay eyes on her for a second, make sure everything is good, make sure she's healing well, and then we will be on our way. We don't want to offend the Burgomaster any more than we already have.
He did assign us a job.
Yeah, they're like, right, but I have I have work, like, I'm trying to think of the word. My brain is fried.
Can I roll a persuasion?
You can try.
I would a nat 20.
Okay, that is
Again.
a 19
I like this
plus. I'm gonna use that bardic.
God.
19, 20, 21.
Okay.
Ugh.
They're like, well, he didn't say anything about that. Let me go check. I need to check to see if that's allowed. I don't really know. There wasn't really given parameters about this.
Maybe you could just bring him down to check with us real quick. I'm sure if he's,
They're just like, give me 1 second. They do the, like, closing the door and holding their hand out. And
my foot in the doorway. Don't close the way.
they're going to keep closing it until you move your foot. You hear, like, the door lock because they're still trying to do their job of keeping the house safe. And so it takes some time. And eventually you see the door kind of open back up again, and they're just like, the Burgomaster said that you can come back tomorrow for breakfast, but at the meantime, everyone's asleep, and to just go get some rest. That is the orders that I've been given. I'm not allowed to let anybody in at this moment.
Victor just kind of nods and he goes, "Thank you for your time. Have a good evening." And he motions to Maury and Kess. He's like, "Okay, let's go."
God.
Perfect. So there you go.
As Morian is walking away with Victor, very, very quietly, she's like, very quietly, she's like, oh, I took all my self-control to not just teleport behind him. It's like,
I feel
I
like
appreciate you showing some restraint.
Kess is gonna fuck with the guards. Like, not actually fuck with the guards, but Kess is going to use detect thoughts on the guards.
Okay.
because I could do that.
Did we know?
Yeah,
it's
Victor is
Sorry,
actively
my
walking
boy.
away.
Kess is so fucking paranoid right now. They are not having a good time. They're really, really fucking stressed. So, it is a wisdom saving throw of 15.
All right, let me just get there.
What are
Which
you
guard? Which guard looks more, or
mean-
like, which guard looks more in charge?
I mean, you only saw one guard.
Oh, well then that one.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
Wonderful. Yeah, I'm digging.
They're thinking about how they only have another hour until they can go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to probe a little deeper into the blocking and making sure that it was actually the burgomaster and like being a shit.
Yeah. It was like the burgomaster was not happy to be woken up again.
Okay.
So like you see like the burgomaster being kind of a dick.
And I'm gonna pull back because I think he might start to notice that I'm poking around in his head at some.
Yeah.
Uh,
But with that, you all make your way back to the inn, where the revelries are starting to kind of wrap up for the night. Any last things anyone wants to do before?
I mean, I like
Victor
to-
is going like straight to find a place to go to bed.
Is it just the party again?
I mean, there's a fuck ton of people because it's the after party,
Oh,
right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a lot of people there. Not as much as it had been earlier, but there's still like a good chunk of people.
So, Zach, Rio, no.
No, I think everybody, like, we're all
Everyone's
here.
there.
Right?
Everybody's
Like, we're
No,
all
everyone's
that.
there.
I'm trying to keep track of who in the party would literally. I'm keeping track of who has what information.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I think the only important person that's missing information that they might need to know that doesn't have it is Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's important that
do,
all of our characters know what's going on.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's
Well, no,
important
that's-
that
well,
these
Ego
characters
and
know.
Baltimore both were with us, so
Yeah.
when I'm thinking of my character and who they've talked, what information they're giving out, I'm trying to keep track of who they've talked to when
Mm-hmm.
and what information they've said when, because that's really important to how I play Cass, is who they've talked to. And they have not talked to Victor with the last thing that they've said. So that's what I'm keeping track of.
All right. And that means they also talk to either Baltimore or
Yes.
Maury.
Yes.
Murray about it.
Or Murray, which they have intentionally they have not talked to Murray.
Yeah.
They have implied to already in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So the only people that they've talked to at the party have been
The ones that were at the funeral home.
Yeah. Yep.
What? So they came back without, like, any information about Irina?
Yeah, they weren't able to
we
get
tried.
check on Arena. They won't let us in till breakfast.
In that
And
case,
I can get if I bring Ark back, I can get him back out there in an hour, but it'll take me
it's
another
cool.
hour.
DM, I would like to ask my to see if they can make sure that Irina's okay. Call him up. Hey,
No.
hey, person in my head. It's been a rough day. I just need to know if Irina's alright.
It was okay 5 hours ago, but I don't know.
You
Is
just
Irina alright? It's
you
been a
just
rough day. You just tell me yes or no.
you just hear this like ancient voice in your head, and they're just like, "Are you fucking bothering me for your girlfriend right now? Is that what
No,
you're doing?"
I'm keeping tabs on everybody, and the only person I can keep tabs on is Irina, and I just want to make sure that she is okay.
You're using me.
I don't know. You could say no. You could say no. I'm just, I need help, and you help me sometimes, and sometimes you don't, and you don't have to help me. Naka's like visibly, like actually really worried. Just in their head.
Let me. The voice like, oh dear God, these thoughts, they're so anxious, they're so fucking anxious. Dear
I
God.
know. I can't stop them. You want to help? You want to help me
Oh,
stop them?
yeah, please,
They're
please
going.
stop. There's so many. Why are your like thoughts like shaking? Okay,
Welcome
she's.
to my brain.
You like hear like quiet, and they're like, come back, and they're like, yeah, she's fine.
She's fine. She's gonna be all right.
Please
She's
just
fine.
know this is a one time me checking on your booty call.
She ain't my booty call. She's just my friend. Can you just thank you though?
I see
Thank
your
you.
thought. Okay. Please don't do this again. This is a weird abuse of power.
I just asked the question. I
Mhm.
was just asking a question.
And it's like,
Okay.
out.
Okay.
What? Wait, what? Knock, were you standing there doing this? Or had you gone somewhere?
Knock would wait until they're like
We're just doing it all in the hallway.
in their
Yeah.
like, in their room or in a room.
Okay. Okay. I was
Like
gonna
laying in
totally
bed.
insight you. What is going on?
Like what they're always like in their room with Benzo and Zach, right? So that
Yeah.
like Benzo and Zach definitely see like them just like muttering to themselves.
Is there like a single room at the end? Or are there all like shared rooms?
They're all shared.
Ugh.
So we could see or hear a knock.
Well,
Oh no.
I mean,
Do you?
Well, no,
Knock
I
is
don't know
can't
what
sharing the
they're
really hear
room
doing.
their brain.
with Benzo
Well,
and
the doctors
Zach.
are sharing
we're
the room. Benzo and Zach. I don't
Okay.
know. We didn't actually decide how many rooms are there? Because half of the party wasn't in the inn initially.
Well, I mean, there's still gonna be rooms for them, even though they
Yeah.
weren't at the end,
Well,
because
they'll
yeah,
that's
just
but
where
like, how many
I
rooms
know.
in the inn are there? Because
There
I
was
don't know how many
y'all
rooms
had.
there are.
I'm trying to think of remember how many y'all had last time. You had, I think, 4 rooms last time.
Okay,
So
so the doctors have a
Lisa
room.
and
they each
Yeah.
had their own, and then they each had their own. Ryu had a room.
I'll remove the Ryu then
Okay.
if
Yeah.
if we each know. Yeah, so how many I don't know. How many are we?
Because it was I
It'd
think
be like 2
it was 4
in
singles,
a room, right?
right? Because when y'all actually spent the night there, it was Ether, Baltimore, Ryu, but Ryu was bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, and then Zach and Benzo.
Zach and Benzo.
Right.
Yeah. So that's 5.
Okay.
I'm so confused. What?
Like for the room
Yeah.
placement.
I know,
Yeah.
but how many? Who? In what room now?
I know that's what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
I know Maury and Victor would be in one, but we're trying to figure out who's in the others.
I mean,
Like, Kess usually takes a room to themselves, but if there isn't a room, it doesn't sound like there's any rooms for them to take, and they don't share. So,
Yeah.
that's
Hey,
where I'm going
Cass,
with it.
Cass, I have a fantastic idea.
No. Well, I guess
We can
Kess
make that
would
we-
probably share with Victor and Maury if they had to share.
We elves could stay up
It's
talking.
not better. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
This
Victor
is
is
not helping with the this is not helping
Victor's
with the
going to
illicit
like
affair
find
rumor.
wherever it is there's room for him, and he's going to like go and sit down on the bed, and he stretches. He's getting ready to go to sleep for the night because
Yeah.
it's been a day.
Yeah.
As Victor does this, Kess is gonna pull them aside actually.
Okay.
Wait, you're I kind of let everyone else know, but the bones, I don't think the bones are actually stopping the count from getting in here. By the way.
Okay.
Yeah. They can already enter the city.
How do you wait?
Can I please be in a room listening to this?
Oh, absolutely. He's just like sitting there for a moment. He's staring at Kess as she says this, and he's like looking at the look on their face. And it's one of those like no clue, gets it moments. He's like, "Oh, I see."
At least I'm fairly certain.
Kate, can I roll a history check to see how, like, the whole vampires like coming into certain cities and like consecrated grounds and
Yeah.
stuff like that work? Like, if it's
You could
okay.
do history for Valaki, or you could do a religion
Yeah.
check.
You
Okay.
could sure roll some stuff for at least some of it.
Okay, let's see
Ugh.
here. What am I better in history
Good.
for sure?
Is
That
there anything I could
is
do?
a
My history and knowledge.
16 for history.
Okay, so yeah, with 16 for history, you you know the story of Saint Andrel and how he was like the first one to kill a vampire and was able to keep the church. The church grounds were consecrated and holy, and so that way, Strahd and his minions weren't able to walk on the grounds.
Okay.
Of the church?
Yep.
Or yeah.
Okay. Right. So Strahd can willingly come into the city at any time, regardless of if we have the bones or not.
Yeah.
Am
I'm
I?
pretty sure on that one. It has been able to for quite some time.
Do I want you to define how sure is pretty sure, or is this one of those situations that I'll be much happier not knowing the answer to that question?
You can use your imagination, Victor.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
He's just gonna kind of nod, and he's just gonna go, right. Thank you for letting me know. I'm just gonna bye. And he's going to like get up in bed, and he's gonna like curl up in a ball like a big dog at the foot of the bed. And he's gonna try to just cover his head with his arm and try to go to sleep.
Yeah. To be fair, that's not been too much different from anywhere else we have been. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and
this inn in particular, though, I know it definitely doesn't have any protections in place. Hypothetically speaking.
If you want to roll an insight on him right now, you can.
I don't know how you reset up protections, but that's a natural 20.
He's very, 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 very concerned, and he's trying very hard to forget everything that you have just said, just purely for the sake of being able to go to sleep.
Yeah, that's probably a good plan. Yeah.
Cass, you may want to rest as well. I've already rested.
Yeah, I'll probably rest better once we're out of here. A lot out of here. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
We'll figure it out, yes. We're at least no longer in jail. To Zach's place one. But
Yeah. That could have gone a lot worse.
you're telling me.
Oh, fuck you, cat! Oh my god. I'm so sorry, my cat, my melon. And yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you two kind of wrap that up. Is anyone else any last things they want to do before their characters go to sleep for the night?
Can I roll to see if I can even sleep after being in jail and after almost like?
Sure.
Oh yeah, do I need to roll for
actually
can
just
my
roll that
character enter a
because it's been a fucking traumatic day.
Yeah.
What would I roll for that? Like a no.
I think that'd be like a whiz save, just because you're to see like how amped up you
That's it.
are.
I have no modifiers.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that too because of the conversation Victor just had with Kess.
Okay.
I'm also gonna roll for
No.
mental breakdown. That's
Roll
a
for mental
9.
breakdown. That's a 19.
Okay, yeah, you sleep fine. Knock
Oh,
is
thank God.
The 2 is not it.
2's not it unless you. Yeah.
Nah.
I'm an elf, so I don't technically sleep, but
No, but your memories could be focused on could make it restful or
oh
not.
god, yeah, I feel like I rolled a 9 on mental breakdown, so I feel like I'm just in my worst nightmares.
A little bit, yeah. Not the worst, but like
not
you
great.
can't. You're it's more of the you're I think stuck more in like the guilt memories.
Oh, yeah, well, it's not as if Kess doesn't have more than enough memories of Blackie to make it bad.
I was gonna say, can I make a short rest? Like a short rest doesn't do anything for me. I don't think. Anyways. Oh wait, no, but no, it doesn't. All right, cool, great.
Great. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's gonna be
Fine.
great. But
I wanted to see if Maury is okay. She was not one.
Oh god.
Like mental breakdown, she's been trying not to have all this time.
Yep. But yeah,
It's
so
fine. Both elves are having a mental breakdown while Victor is sleeping like the dead.
Yep.
Like you occasionally see his leg kicking like he's trying to chase something.
I feel like it tracks though that like the elves are having a mental breakdown in like the course of the room, and Victor like having the best dream ever.
Yeah. He's just a little guy. He's just a little himbo. He's your bobo.
Oh, and I am going to spend an hour at some point resummoning
Right.
Ark. who I kind of want to make a sea lion, but I'm going to be practical and make an owl again because I feel like we need an owl, not a sea lion.
If anyone else wants to do rolls
my
where they're to see how if they were freaked out by the night or not, feel free.
I slept like a baby.
Amazing.
Sorry, my cat has stolen a chunk of honeydew and is just licking it.
Nice. And I
Like
think
yeah.
And I think with that's where we're gonna end tonight's session, is with half of the party sleeping like a baby, the other half kind of
having mental breakdown.
Yeah.
It's true.
Thank you
Dealing
so
with it.
much.
Of
It was
course.
fun, and we didn't murder the master.
I am genuinely shocked by that, if I'm being honest.
Oh, don't worry. I'm pretty sure we're
There's
going
still
to
time.
murder
There's
him.
still time. Oh yeah.
There
In
is
the
still
very
time.
near future.
All will be well.
He's still on our murder list.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh yeah.
Potentially.
We're being strategic on our murder plans.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that was
Thanks,
a
Kate.
blast. But yeah, of course. Thanks y'all for hanging out. We'll see you in
You're
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.